Okay.
Or Family Video
Yeah.
says Netflix and chill. Nah, try CBD and DVD. Got them.
Wait. Did you say CBD?
CBD and DVD, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you hear?
As opposed to CBT and DVD.
I was gonna say.
Hey, it's an honest mistake to make, given the context. Yes, yes, it is. Oh man.
To be honest, given the context, yes, I misheard it the same way.
Oh man.
Hoi.
Holy.
Let me just put that in the evil chat.
Therapy in movies.
If it works.
Hoi.
Hui? What?
Yeah.
Hui. Hui. Hui.
Yeah, that means cock.
That means cock in Russian?
Yeah, like dick.
Even with
cock.
all the H's?
No, it's actually 3 letters, but...
Interesting.
Cock!
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 It's spelled like that.
Nice.
Znya.
Hui.
Znya.
Znya.
No, because the
Zya.
X...
Zya.
The fuck?
Zyn. Zyn backwards in.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Pinata backwards.
Русским друзьям. Не смотри это.
If it makes you feel better, the translation, if you tried to say hoi in Japanese, it would be hoi, which means unexpected. So,
Yes.
that's something.
No,
It's an unexpected translation.
Surprise penis.
Surprise penis.
Surprise!
Hoi hoi.
I think one of my
Soup.
favorite things.
Super
when I was in
salad.
New Zealand,
What the hell is a super salad?
when I was in New Zealand, we had this party that Christian's mom threw for us, and a kid walked up to me and said, "Your name's Kai, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "That means food in Maori," and walked away. And I'm like, "Thanks."
Well,
Thanks.
we're all gonna eat. We're gonna eat Astraeus tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to get eaten, but
No, we have to stab a book.
no, y'all are gonna stab a book.
Or read a
I
book.
don't remember Kai. I don't remember where or when you posted it, but it was just "Hi, I'm Astraeus. Stabs book?" question marks.
Yeah.
It was the first time I saw that. I don't remember when. I don't remember where I was, but I fucking lost it and started howling with laughter.
Look, okay.
Hi, I'm Astraeus. I'm a magic boy. I heard. I've heard a lot of your accomplishments. Can I join you? Start stabbing book. Okay.
Okay. Oh God! What'd that book do to you?
It even has the voice crack.
I can't control them.
It's okay.
I can't control them.
It's okay. It works.
It's okay. Your character is in the
It
perfect
makes
age
the
range for
delivery
that.
all the more believable, honestly.
You don't understand. It's unironic Sonic self-insert fanfiction from 2017.
Yes. No.
We must burn it.
Flame strike. You must burn it in holy fire.
Mirage Arcana, but it's not a mirage.
Fucking everyone stand back. Flame strike the fucking book.
Watch the fucking tit.
Quickly, Astraeus, stare at the book. The book stares back.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good idea. Now that I'm thinking
Now you
about
know
it,
why
I
we
don't know
must
if that's-
destroy it.
I'm gonna get some water.
That book is really scary. I don't think we understand how scary that book is.
I don't think you fully grasp the context of this situation. We need to destroy the book. Now.
It's a scary book.
It's a pretty scary book. That's why we need to destroy it.
I'll destroy it. I can make an illusion of me destroying. Yeah, that's all on you guys.
Step back. Let me punch it. I'll drop a steamroller on it.
You just start punching the book, and I'm just sitting there like, this is worse than when they were stabbing it.
You remember that scene in SpongeBob where it was Larry the Lobster doing fucking CPR on the guy? He's just like, breathe, darn you! He's just fucking like punching the guy.
I need sound clips for that.
Yeah.
The noise you just made.
Let me get back to you on that.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Okay. So, Dio's about to get even more scary.
Excellent.
Because I have swapped Gory Finish for Furious Focus and Dodge for Dreadful Carnage. So, my AC is 27. However, I now, with every hit, basically, intimidate my target, and then on every killing blow that I get, I intimidate everyone within a 30-foot radius.
You already intimidate me, so...
Including allies or no?
Just enemies. Just enemies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I your enemy?
Okay,
That's
thank
what
God.
we're about to find out tonight.
I did, in fact, put I did, in fact, mark my buffs on my sheet. Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
I was looking at some teamwork feats that I might want to take when I level up next, because my the archetype that I took is fucking worthless when it comes to the main signature skill it gives. I'm like, why did I take this instead of just being a straight inquisitor? But I thought about enfilading fire or enfilading fire, whatever the fuck it's pronounced like. Which gives me a +2 bonus on ranged attacks made against foes that are flanked by allies. I mean, it's a teamwork feat, so normally I would have to have everybody else have it, but because I'm an Inquisitor, it doesn't count. Inquisitors get that shit.
Yeah, they don't need allies for it. They just get that shit. Yeah.
So, like, if Raggy and Dio are flanking somebody, ooh.
Yeah, and then their allies are treated as having the feat for the purposes of yeah.
So yeah, so for this feat, if you and Raggy happen to be flanking something, then I would also be ranged flanking it. Basically.
I have just looked over and I see that Adora is peeking her head underneath the door of the bathroom, and that is fucking adorable.
I just have cats sprinting around me. I think Lavris and Igus are playing.
Fuck, I picked the... What the shit? Why do I have a United Kingdom keyboard set on my computer? I didn't do that. I didn't ask for this.
I am curious about that, actually. Why are you betraying your country?
I've been betraying my country since I was 16. Get over it.
What the fuck did you just say?
Oh. I'll mention that after the stream. Yeah. I need to talk to Goody about something. I can honestly DM you about it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Ooh. Yeah.
Is everything cool though?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's something cool.
Holy
cool.
shit.
All right.
I always like to make sure that the vibe is fresh. Roll my
I was trying to act chaotic, and then I realized that I was set to the wrong keyboard, so I had to flip.
I got the order.
Nani?
I roll my D hundo.
Let's see here. Let me try. 1D 100. Oh, we're waiting for chaotic. 57.
Is he okay?
Phone
Just
issues?
shitty
I
phone.
think shitty phone.
Shitty phone!
You're a shitty phone!
All right, counting down, guys.
We're always kind of a little
We're
bit
all
above
about-
the mid.
We're all about
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I've been playing too much Fire Emblem in the last few days because I keep thinking that I have to move to be able to hit these guys over here. But I
Your
don't.
range is many more feet than just 2 pieces of square.
I have to
Indeed,
remember that
indeed.
I have to think like I am an act. Like I actually have range as a ranged
Yes.
person.
You need to
Yeah, I
think
know
like
that
your what's her face, the blue-haired chick that I have as a healer from Golden Deer.
I'm not playing
Oh,
Three
Marianne?
Houses, so I don't know who anybody is. But
Marianne?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
no, I'm
Marianne?
playing Echoes. So the people I know are like this one guy that I made into an archer. I made him into an archer, and then he turned into a bow knight.
OP class, love it.
Uh-huh.
And he has great range, but he was still within range of of one of the final bosses in this last fight that I did.
Just
So,
range.
I
like,
see. I see.
and I was like, why? He's a fucking archer. Why do I have to move him to hit people?
Mm-hmm.
I had a let me wait. I was trying to think. Oh, yeah, I finished my Blue Lines playthrough. I've taken a brief pause on my Black Eagles run because I decided to try the Ashen Wolves DLC, and it really is fucking reinforcements the DLC.
So I've heard.
Reinforcements, the DLC.
Yes.
Yeah, there's lots of reinforcements on these maps.
Oh,
They hit pretty hard too.
yike.
So
Does
Luna,
Three
I
Houses
don't.
have dungeons? Hello.
Ah, we got our DM. He has arrived.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the chat, but I don't know how it's going to work on this stupid fucking computer. Because
well,
my data
okay.
speed is fucking 80 kilobytes.
Oh,
That's it.
geez. Okay.
Oh,
There's a reason why I've been so fucking slow every single time, no matter what. There's nothing I can fucking do about it.
Mm.
well,
Really
so far
pissing
you're
me
sounding
off.
good.
Oh, that's because that's going through my phone, not through the tether. For some reason,
Mm.
the phone itself can end up like, oh yeah, it's loading like 1080p fucking YouTube, all fine, but like, oh, the moment I want to use my damn computer, nope, fuck you.
Eesh.
It
I
can't just
fucking
be a
hate it.
conduit for Wi-Fi. No, it has to keep all the Wi-Fi to itself.
Yep, something like that. I don't fucking know.
Mm.
If shit doesn't want to load, I don't know what I'm gonna
Let's
do.
get into the stream chat here.
I legitimately don't really have any other options. So this is all I've got.
Well, we will try our best.
Yes.
We
So-
should
And you
bring in the music bot.
And you said that
If necessary.
this one's going to be more of like a
Probably a lot of mind theater, I'm guessing.
theater of the
Yeah,
mind,
but it
information.
also sucks that we stopped halfway through a combat last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I do.
It's okay.
Wooten kind of has to live.
Yeah.
What is
On Fridays I do need to get some sleep. Yeah. But since we're moving to Saturdays, that is no longer the case.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Is that going to be like the regular thing for us to do now?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
Because
Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, because ideally, because I wake up at like 4 in the morning to get ready for work. So
Okay.
ideally,
No, that's totally fine. I just I'm more asking for the sake of figuring out how we're gonna do Kyonen once main wraps up.
uh-huh.
For the sake of like a 6 to 7 person availability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Two
Well,
of which will be in England.
Yeah, what we may end up doing is like, hey, let's do sort of like what we did with Secrets of Eternity, where we take a couple of months to get everyone squared away, make sure everyone's
Yeah.
schedules are in order, and then
Aligned.
yeah, and then get that taken care of.
Well,
And then
Roll
Solo
20
also has,
is
like-
actually connecting. We'll see how long that lasts.
Woo! I do actually
Whee!
see
I've
you in
also
the game channel.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yep, I've also been trying my best to tell every program that wants to start using what little network is available to shut the fuck up and
Fuck
go away.
off.
Steam,
Wait,
go
what's it-
away.
Chaotic,
Stop
do
trying to
you-
Steam,
load.
fuck off.
It-
Yeah.
It's not just Steam. It's Origin. It's Epic. It's fucking antivirus. It's auto
Wait.
updaters, and I'm telling you,
Chaotic.
stop.
Chaotic, do you have startup programs loaded on your computer?
Yeah.
Probably quite a few of them.
That's probably
I-
part of why everything's so slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I-
I
if
know, and I don't have the time to fix my computer.
If you would
You
like,
you can literally disable this shit from
yeah,
this
if
task
you would
manager
like-
these days.
Yeah.
if you would like, I can help you after the stream to get that taken care of. Are you running Windows 10 or Windows 7?
Hopefully 10 at this point.
Vista.
This is a decently old laptop. So I don't hold on.
Maybe is
hold
it
on.
XP?
No, it's
No,
not XP. I know that much.
Did anything run that anymore?
If I had my
Uh,
choice, I would.
My old computer
Oh.
does from college.
How do I do computer information again? God, I'm stupid.
You can go over to click Start and search System.
There you go. That's what I needed. I was looking
Yeah.
for the normal computer button because I normally just right-click it and then do system information from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Windows 10.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
You should
Then,
be able to on Windows 10. You should be able to disable startup programs from the task manager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
on
can
my
I can help you take
antivirus-
care of that. I can help you take care of
It's
that
funny
after
though
the game.
too, because okay, that sounds good. It sounds funny though, because I did try to tell my antivirus to shut up, and then it told me no, you. So
Yeah, antivirus is the only thing you can't really shut down.
Yeah.
oh well.
Which is
All right,
annoying.
I'm here. So
All right.
let me find the music that I remember was kind of playing last. Get that going and
It should
immediately jump
be.
back
Would
into
it be in the music
combat.
thing?
Yeah, it would be, but I can't access it from my computer because that requires me to have the ability to download the updates for Discord.
Would you like one of us to repost the link in here as a?
If you want to. Because Discord requires gigabytes of updates, and I have kilobyte speeds.
Somebody
By the
access his
time I'm-
IP address.
Somebody.
God damn it.
Let's see.
Fuck.
Oh god,
Ah.
excuse me.
Okay, no, I think I see it. And
Yeah, I see it.
Music.
yeah, I was gonna just go ahead and.
Was it
do-
Undead Rising? Was it Undead Rising?
Yes.
Got it.
And
There
just
we go.
put it on loops
Fucking A.
or whatever.
What?
Really got it.
Oh, I forgot to loop it.
Here, I got it. Boom. Oh. Oh.
Eat on him.
Loop single.
Okay, and I believe we ended last. I see you all rolled your D100s there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got the order.
Yeah, I think the Sabelius took the turn, and then the Rangers retreated, and then the dwarves showed up.
Well, what happened? Yeah, the
Dwarfs.
gunslinger guys were just getting ready to fire, and then I don't think I actually rolled for any of them. So
Yeah, yeah. They had like gotten ready to aim.
Yeah, there's the nat 1 on the will save that got poor Arden there frozen in play and literally about to fucking burn to death from acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's literally just going to fucking melt into a skeleton and fall to the ground.
I mean,
This
I didn't
is
do
evil
anything.
campaign.
You saw nothing. Saw nothing. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
This
just
is
looking
evil
at it.
campaign.
Yeah.
Maliciously.
Menacingly.
Standing there. Menacingly.
Get out of there, Arden!
Kai
I
is
love
just
No, that's Dio.
Astraeus' power is just menacing kanji.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
actually.
literally the class. Menacing Kanji, the class.
Okay, so it was these gunslingers' turns because you guys were getting ready to chase these rangers out, and all of a sudden, you hear the crack of gunfire, something that you've only heard once before, as dwarves pop up over the hills to start shooting at you.
Indeed.
Okay, so no, not movement. This thingy.
Bakayaro. Jotaro.
Jotaro. Anyways.
Jotaro. Kisamada.
Alright,
God,
here's the
they're
attack rolls then. So we've got 2 heading at Dio and 2 heading at Ragnael. So the first
Alright.
attack here on Dio, and a second. Your touch AC.
Mukate kureno ka? Touch AC 22.
That
Sweet.
does,
So
13 does not hit.
those were both the ones on Dio.
Yeah,
are
those
the
were
ones on
me.
Ragnael.
Those were me.
Okay.
God, nobody can roll today.
The 20
What's
hits.
rolling?
So the hell is it? I have to very quickly on the fly figure out how the fuck to find my fucking equipment. Ah!
It's the gun in your hand.
Okay, well I knew that much. I don't know how this fucking works. Give me a moment.
No problem. I'll just watch your friend boil alive.
Okay, thank you.
Starting to smell though, so if you could hurry it up a little. Oh God, is that what a spleen looks like?
So,
There we go. Okay.
Ragnael managed to skip
No
dissecting
wonder.
a frog in high school.
No wonder they say it's useless.
So
Useless.
4 points of damage as one of the gunshots manages to deflect off your armor, but definitely, knocks you back. Because your armor's magical, which is what helps to prevent the bullet from just straight going through.
Right.
And I remember those squares where you last saw the other rangers just kind of disappear out of sight, seemingly.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us all the way back around to Dio.
Oh, Mukate kureno ka?
Just say that every single fucking round and just don't stop.
I'm going to turn my head to see that one of the shots managed to hit Ragnael. Oh, you've made a big mistake. And I'm going to point my finger towards these two. In a very intimidating yet dubiously sensual way. And I'm going to cast Purple Hermit, aka Black Tentacles.
Okay.
And I need to roll a CMB check. D20 plus 20 against their CMD. So the... Oh!
Aw, shit. Now therein lies the question. How high is their CMD?
Yeah. once for the entire spell effect in each round, and apply the result to all creatures of the area. Yeah, basically, like, that entire area is just, I point a finger, and then, like, glowing purple thorns just wrap around the entire, like, that entire cliffside, and depending on, yeah, like that.
That's why I'm drawing her out.
Yeah. That entire
So yeah,
cliffside.
literally the entire cliffside gets covered in giant black tentacles.
Well, purple thorns, but yeah. Same concept.
Sure.
Same concept. Does the 34 meet or beat their CMD?
Probably. They're not that high of a level.
In that case...
Yeah, no, easily.
Both of them are grappled, and the one on the left takes 5 damage, and the one on the right takes 6 damage.
All right. Take it into account. As they are now grappled by thorns.
Mm-hmm. And you said they're using rifles, by chance?
Yes. They had
Interesting. They can't take any action which requires 2 hands to perform.
Because they are grappled, so.
Yep. Yep. Alright, that is my standard action, and I will 5-foot step and turn my gaze towards these two who have made a big, big mistake.
Oh no.
Alright, that is my turn.
All right. So that's going to make it Sabelius' turn.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Sabelius's? Wouldn't it just be Sabelius?
Sabelius side?
Sabelius
throws hands up.
Sabelius is-
Sabelius eye?
Sabelius.
Like octopi?
No, that would be if they cloned him.
Sabelii.
Are they
There you
not?
go.
Sabelius.
So use
Sabelius
mirror. So use mirror image. Make it easier to pronounce.
No, it would be Sabelius' turn.
Yeah, just something
No.
about the way of saying it, like Sabelius is, it almost sounds like it's like, might as well just say Sabelius.
I'm not
So
going to do
fucking-
anything.
English is weird. It's Sabelius' turn.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything fancy.
It is the other Dampier.
The other Dampier. There you go.
Yeah,
Number one and
the
number
Other
two.
white meat.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
the other arsehole.
The other white meat.
The other fanged meat.
The other
Alright,
fanged meat.
Okay, so I'm not going to do anything fancy. For my swift action, I'm going to use Bane against dwarves. So I'm assuming you said that the gunmen are all dwarves, correct?
It's pretty
Yep.
obvious, yeah. They're
Okay.
not necessarily hiding their race or anything.
Okay, yeah. So that's a +2 to hit and a +46 to damage if I do
Ouch.
hit. What's that?
Nice.
I said ouch.
Plus 4d6, yeah.
And
As opposed to
how many-
46.
Let's see, how many shots do I have left?
Yeah,
in my-
46 is pretty ridiculous amounts of...
Oh yeah, I get. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to calculate what my shots per round is because I did get an extra shot per round, a base
Pathfinder, the
shot per
best
round
way
in
to
my.
teach kids how to do math.
Nah. Okay, it looks like it is 5, and I do get a free reload. So just hold on for a second here.
Nice.
That's 22.
You have a repeater, don't you?
I do have a repeating crossbow, but I have 4 out of 5 shots left in my current cartridge.
Gotcha.
I think. Okay, so 22.
Where are you shooting and who are you shooting at?
I'm shooting this guy here.
Okay, top guy.
Fuck. Hold on. Let me just get my. Then it's -5 for and then yeah, that's my last at full, and then let me get -5, and then -5 and -5.
Minus fuck.
Minus fuck. That makes me sad.
Oh wait, hold on, Chaotic. The first one is a crit
Yes.
threat. Let me just take care of that.
Sure.
And currently, I do have a plus and an extra +3 to confirm crits
Okay.
Juicy.
with my judgment. So let me just take care
Juicy.
of that.
Okay, and then you said you got a free reload in the middle there, so you're back to 4 in your cartridge.
Yeah, now I'm back to 4. Oh, so
That's
okay.
a double crit.
Oh.
No, that was to confirm. That was to confirm the first crit.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying you crit and then you crit again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying that I
Like
get 2
confirmation.
crits, or is that just a crit to confirm?
Yeah. It's a crit to confirm.
I mean, the way that I tend to run it is just a crit to confirm. I don't do like double, triple, quadruple crits.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me roll.
I
Okay,
think
so
Wooten
how many of them?
did, but I don't. So
So one. So that one hits
I used to.
for sure.
Yeah. I used
How
to.
many of the
There
other
was-
ones hit?
they all hit.
They all hit.
Yes.
Well,
I told you these
okay.
guys aren't that high a level. They're not.
Okay.
They're like dwarven soldiers, sure, but like again,
They're
you guys
dwarven
are
soldiers.
Remember, you guys are like level
Uh,
what, 13, 14 now? Most people in the world don't get beyond 6.
15.
Okay, so that's 5.
Yeah, the
You guys
most
are-
they've got on us is numbers. And even then.
Numbers and the fact that they've got the guns which can go through armor. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what's giving them
Okay.
somewhat of an advantage in that, well, at least we can hit you.
hmm
4 times 5 is 20, right?
All day.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Bye.
Does your
Tell me
bane
what
damage get
happens.
multiplied on a critical hit?
No,
The
it's
bane
not that.
damage
It's
shouldn't.
no the bane. No, that's not. No, I did the 4 times 5. That's why they're because Chaotic said that all 5 of the shots hit.
Oh. Okay.
Ah.
And that's just the bane damage is 20d6. So total out of over 5
Yeah,
shots.
bane is my
So-
main damage.
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
This is
so
why I
just,
chose a. This is why I chose a crossbow over a regular bow.
Right.
Because I
Right.
Just say
crit
what
at
happened.
19.
Right. Okay.
He's literally turned into a pincushion. He's just fucking dead.
You know,
I'm terrified of you. Okay.
would some of that damage be able to be carried over to the second one?
It's my fault I only chose to hit that guy. I wasn't sure that I'd be able to hit
Oh,
hit-
yeah. Fair. That's fine.
That's
Raggy.
Yeah. Usually
Raggy.
best to do your attacks one at a time. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
It is not quite Ragnael's turn.
Oh.
The next person in order is currently not seen.
Ah.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Okay.
What was that about Raggy?
Let me see. Should be. I just
It's
gotta
one of
look
the
something
Rangers'
up real quick.
turns.
I just gotta look some.
If they're taking the run
Fuck's
action,
sake.
they have to have a straight line of clear space.
Yes.
Yeah. They cannot make any turns.
Okay.
However, they can full action withdraw 60 feet, or double their movement speed, typically, if they're wanting to run away.
Hmm.
But they won't get very far.
No.
Just imagine running away through this little wooded area, and then just to your left, you see just like this big, just massive tentacles just erupt out of the ground.
Yeah.
Good God.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Okay, so the way that so there's a fun thing, Wooten, and everybody else, I guess.
Mhm.
It's funny that stealth doesn't actually, especially in combat, doesn't actually tell you necessarily what it does. if the person can't see you. So the way that I just have chosen to rule it is just that I give people a chance to see someone if they're before they attack from stealth or something like that, and then if they don't see them, then it's otherwise treated as invisibility. So you're just flat-footed against the attack, basically.
Okay.
All right.
And of course, unless they were trying to. Okay, and then what it was after that is that they will always appear after they attack, because that's how stealth works. Unless, for example, say they were trying to snipe.
Yeah.
Which they could then get a chance to try to hide again afterwards. But
yeah, there's a specific mechanic for that. Yeah, it's what I use for Louis.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Stealth in addition is done anytime you can move, which is part of the gimmick of this fight. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see whether you agree with my rulings on how it works. But it'll just work that way for this fight, regardless. So
that's fine.
Ragnael, you can go ahead and make a check to see if you see this person before they shoot you, because that's what's going to happen.
Alrighty.
And it's -1 to your thing per 10 feet they are away from you. So I will add that in myself. Oh well, then I don't even need to fucking roll.
No, I think.
So he'll be flat-footing against the attack here.
Yeah. As one of them comes out from beneath a tree with a longbow, fires.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Question, Ragnael. Did you haste us?
I
don't
have not
believe
yet.
there was any buffing.
I don't think we were hasted.
There were no buffs.
Okay.
Not yet, I haven't.
Just making sure. Because I think, given what we've discovered, we might adjust our plans a bit here.
Okay.
44 to hit.
Yeah, that hits flat-foot.
You sure?
7 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, all of us would be in the haste range. Interesting.
You is correct.
Yeah.
At which point they then begin moving, and you lose track of them again.
Well, I don't know anything about Astraeus's capabilities yet, so
No. Oh well.
Okay. It is now Ragnael's turn.
okay.
And again, it's like, well, based on the roll, I'm trying to remember how I was running this. If it doesn't say anything else, then it's going to be for all your types of all your ACs.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. Flat-footed just doesn't
Inquisitor's pretty
dodge
solid
bonuses
like
or
that.
dex, and touch doesn't include natural armor, normal armor, or shields.
Okay.
That's literally it. So if it's any other type of armor, then it just
all AC.
always counts. Yeah.
That's pretty dope because my buff doubles against crit threats.
Yep. Sacred bonus to armor class is all 3 of them.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like the deflection bonus, but it's
Oh yeah.
gem type.
What I was doing was I was giving you guys a free perception check at the start of every turn.
To
and then
notice
do a
the,
move action. Yeah, so that it's because it's one of those. It's always supposed to be opposed checks, but rather than always having everybody roll at the same time to see invisible hiding people, just get a free action at the start of each of your turns to see what your total is and when you'll be able to see them, quote unquote.
Right.
And then a move action if you want to look around again.
All right. Well.
So you can get a free one right now if you'd like.
1 second. I thought I caught a gnat. Damn.
Everyone but me, I assume, right?
Well, it's your turn right now, so I'm just saying free action perception to see what you see.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, one better.
Yay! Okay, so you won't see anything specific right now.
Okay. So we'll just roll when we take our next turns, me and Dio.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then a move action if you choose to while it's your turn.
Okay.
So now we
This
can
is-
actually move one of these and say this is the last place you saw one of them.
Right.
Yep.
How obnoxious. I'll seize the high ground. And I will full round declare spell combat. 5-foot step. And cast Dimension Door.
Teleports behind you.
Don't take it personally. Alright, and here comes the full round attack.
God
Oh.
damn it!
Oh.
Motherfucker, why? Piece of shit.
Hey! Hey!
Hey, ma-
You listen here, young man! You listen here! You little parallelogram!
I need this.
Parallel.
I have had a very bad day.
And it is time to kill some motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Okay, does that confirm, though?
Yes,
Okay,
Kill him.
easily.
and
Kill him now.
Do it. Do it.
and does chaos damage? No, law damage get multiplied on a crit? I forget.
Chaos damage? God damn.
No, sorry, I meant law.
No.
Um,
It's like holy damage. It doesn't get multiplied.
I meant
Okay,
ax-
I
I
thought
meant-
that it was only
I meant
like
ax. I
damage.
meant
Axiomatic. Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
what I
get
meant.
multiplied.
Is axiomatic damage an extra damage die?
Yeah, it's like an extra thing.
Okay, yeah, because extra damage
Yeah.
dice
So-
don't
Yeah,
multiply.
yeah. It's the same as like a holy weapon. It doesn't get multiplied.
Yeah, that
Alright.
shit definitely hurt. You gotta
As
get
he-
sliced across him.
All right, is he still alive?
As of the moment, yes.
All right, well, time for my other 2 attacks. At -5, 25,
Hits.
and 29. Okay.
Hits. That one looks like that was supposed to be a -10, but that's still what I hit.
Okay, yeah, I was supposed to type another 5, but the number of 5s confused me.
Mhm.
Boom and boom.
You can tell me what happens.
So Ragnael does like a kind of like steps back from the boiling alive man, and he as he steps back, he kind of steps through like this like almost 2-dimensional like wormhole that portals behind the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very kind. And then take him by surprise as he spins around with the first like upward slash, cuts him horizontally on the second, and then
Just fucking Levi's that shit.
and then the third slash is another upward slash that causes him to fall down the cliff as Raggy calls out, "Keep your feet on the ground!"
Did you just make
I get it. Cheeky
Motherfucker.
freaky.
I'm like 18 years too late, but I don't give a shit.
That's okay. That's okay.
Keep
I
your
still
feet on the
appreciate it.
ground.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I will kill
God damn
you
it.
all and your terrible Scottish accents.
Didn't even speak in a Scottish accent. I said it in a Raggy accent.
No, no.
The
You're
dwarf.
referring to the
He's
The
referring
dwarves
to us
can't-
out of character.
The dwarves don't know their own fucking accent.
All right, so
We'll know
Leave
their
me
accent.
alone.
now I am higher up on the cliffside, just kind of floating after I had killed the dwarfy boy.
Just
And
fucking
that is my
bodied
turn.
him.
That's gonna make it. I can't remember your character's name.
Astraeus.
Astraeus' turn. Does that effect still hold on the person even if you moved your gaze, or does it have to stay?
If I take my eyes off, it's gone.
Gotcha,
I
okay.
cannot look at them.
So you'd have to keep looking at the guy who's frozen if you want to keep the hold person on him.
No, the whole person that stays because that's a spell. If I wanted to keep him having negatives, so no.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Which
So no,
is
the whole person will stay on
interesting.
him even if I move my gaze.
Which
That's
is
what I was
interesting
wondering.
because then I can
Okay, sorry.
5-foot step.
But
And
I
full
believe-
round coup de grace.
No, it's on his turn. He rolls again. Alright. So do I get a perception to try to see things? Is that what that was? Or
Yep.
okay.
To try and see any hidden enemies.
Probably not.
From where you're at as of the moment, no.
Okay. I know I saw them run over this way. So I'm going to, figuring that I saw them as they disappeared as they went to the trees, assume they're using the trees to hide. I'm going
Let's
to
take away the trees.
I'm gonna Mirage Arcana the terrain.
Ooh, laddie. Alright. You're gonna make me
It's
upload a
just-
whole fucking new map and I don't have the ability to do that.
No. It could be like the same terrain per se. It's just a different terrain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'll literally take up this whole area because I've got like 280, and so it's.
And we'll all
Yeah.
think that we
All of
see
it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Hallucinatory
we'll all see
terrain,
it.
long range, so basically anywhere on this fucking field that you want.
Yeah,
And it's a
Basically
20-foot cube per level.
yeah.
And your level
Jeez.
is what again?
15
14, I believe.
or 14. Yeah.
I'm a level behind y'all, I think.
A holy name of
So
Scorcher
20
this
feet.
motherfucker.
So 280-foot radius. I think it covers.
Or
the map.
280 total cubic feet.
Yeah, it's huge.
Or it's a
Yeah.
20-foot cube, which means that I think each dimension of the cube is 20 feet? I would assume.
I think
I believe so.
I'm bad at geometry.
Let me look.
I
Mirage
can't,
Arcana.
as soon as powers
The
go
easiest thing I
above
could think to do
Mirage
is I quit
Arcana
doing it.
is 20-foot cube per level, so 14. That is 280-foot cube per side. So, yeah, basically this entire terrain. Each side is 280 feet.
Easiest thing
entire
I could
terrain
think
is
to
now
do in order
scorched.
to figure this out. Let's say that this this would be a 10-foot cube. This would be a 20-foot cube.
Almost.
then you have
it'd be
14 of those.
one square down. It'd be one square down, but
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I made it slightly too big. Gee, my bad. Ugh,
yeah, it's okay.
I can't draw either.
But yeah, so it'd be 20-foot cube. It's 20-foot
It's
on
still
That's
basically
one of
everything that
those.
he needs.
And
yeah,
you
it's
can
still-
do up
it's
to
still
13 more of
plenty.
those.
Yeah.
It's 280 feet per side
So-
of the cube.
Basically, just tell me where you want it all.
Everywhere of where they ran. Everywhere. Everywhere.
As long as it's contiguous as well, I believe is the only other thing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of go outward from the trees, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the center point.
This will take me a minute, so have fun talking while I do this.
That's okay. That's okay.
I think I'm gonna do a desert.
A
Make
desert.
it into a desert.
All right. And it's literally no will save for this. It literally just changes the terrain for
Well, it
Yeah.
says it
It
works
is-
like hallucinatory terrain, so whatever's in
Yeah.
there.
yeah, let's see here.
Terrain is will.
Well,
to
will
disbelief.
disbelief if they interact with it, which
They kind of need to.
Yeah.
Rangers,
good call on hitting their weakest save though. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's Rangers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm just going to assume 13 and 14, like this. I just assume like this.
Yeah. I think.
Does
hold
that
on.
work?
Yeah.
That's
that works.
14 20-foot cubes, so.
Yep.
Yep.
Functions like
Looks
hallucinatory terrain. Okay. Structures, equipment, and creatures within the area are not changed or hidden in appearance under hallucinatory terrain. Audible, visual, tactile, olfactory elements can alter the appearance of structures or add them where none are present. Still can't disguise, conceal, or add creatures, although creatures within the illusion could hide themselves within the illusion just as they can hide themselves within a real location. So you just want to make it look like a flat desert, basically?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
It
Give me a
just
second.
suddenly, all the water dries, but it still has like water flowing into here, but then
And
it
then it
just, yeah, just
It's
Dries
like
up.
a basin of nothing.
yeah, but also like flows slightly over here, yeah. Oh yeah, that's all desert.
Let me see here. So what is your DC?
27.
Nice.
Way up.
These guys. What? What's going on? There's two more dwarves appear over the edge because they were hiding in brush that now seemingly doesn't exist.
Oh, there's a brush. What?
Ah, there's our friend.
However, you do manage to hear one of them say something along the lines of magic, and that's about it. So, and one of the rangers pops up into vision.
Yeah.
Ah. So they are in my sights.
Do your thing. I'm gonna 5-foot step coup de grace. They can watch their
I
friend
see you.
die.
Okay. Is that everything?
Let them die slowly.
Yeah. The voice crack. Yes.
There's no less than
Okay.
they deserve.
So it is actually his turn. He's not allowed to try to use an action or do anything this turn because he's under a
He does
hold
get an
person
additional. He does get to attempt a will save
Yeah.
to.
at the end of the turn,
Oh,
which means
yeah.
that the acid gets to burn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, what is the second
So-
turn of acid burning?
Well, I'll show you.
Just tell me what happens.
He is, I guess he's struggling desperately to move, but he can't as he's just facing. I don't remember if he was. Well, he was last facing me or whoever he was facing last. They're just watching him as he's struggling to just break out of this, and like and I guess you could tell in his eyes that he wants to run at the people that he's near and do what he can, but he can't, and his organs start to fall out as his skin boils away. He collapses. One of his bones give out, and it falls, and he falls, and it shatters. And he's still locked in that position as his organs begin to boil away on the ground, and his skin and flesh and gore just eat
burn
away,
away.
at
Yeah.
eat away at whatever's left. His hair, his scalp.
And he can't even scream.
You asked a dark narrator how a person dies in acid. So
Mhm.
His eyes are definitely screaming.
and
Oh, his eyes are screaming.
and I must scream.
And he is dead. So he didn't even get a chance to save. Next turn. The one that is visible.
Sees their comrade die.
Is visibly shaken to some degree and seeing the landscape around them change. Basically calls out a fall. It's like,
Fall
it's
back.
not worth it. Get out of here. Save yourself. Save yourselves. It's not worth it. as she's going to take a shot at Dio.
She will make an attempt.
An attempt was made.
Mm-hmm.
A 40?
Go ahead. Roll damage.
For 8 points of damage.
Oh, you've made a big mistake.
And moves out. So technically the dwarf's turn. The two that did pop up that were apparently hiding in brush look like they're going to take the advice of their friend. But the two that are still stuck in the thorns kind of have to fight them to get out.
Yep, they have to...
So they have to take a standard action to fight the grapple, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's a CMB, right?
Yep. So
Against
it'll be 30.
The spell's saving. Though,
It'll be 30. The CMD of Black Tentacles is 10 plus its CMB, which is 20. So CMD is 30.
Well, goddamn. Okay. Where is that? Why did I give you this?
It says...
Why did
it
I
says,
give you this?
For the memes.
For the memes.
Yeah, I guess so.
It uses the caster level as the base attack bonus and receives +4 bonus due to strength and a +1 size bonus. It's basically my CMD. So I'm good at grappling. So yeah, you know.
Well, it would still be less than your actual grapple, possibly.
No,
So your
actually,
caster level is 15, right?
15. Yeah, and my strength is +5. So it is literally my CMB. Technically.
Fair enough. Now I just double checked. So.
Yep.
So the basic answer is they're not getting out.
Yeah, they're not getting out.
They don't have a high enough CMB to even hit it on a nat 20. So.
Yeah.
That feel when you're the boss in the boss fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, y'all are bosses.
So
My
when
bosses
does
in particular.
when
Hello,
does
I'm applying.
when does Black Tentacles work?
It works on my
Anytime
turn.
that they grapple. Yeah.
It works on
not
my
using your
turn.
actions,
So
Which,
every
speaking
turn
of,
I
it is your
maintain
turn.
the grapple.
Speaking of, it is your turn. So.
Yeah. So.
And you get a +5 to maintain the grapple.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is 20 plus 25 on its grapple attempt. 37 to hold them. Maintain hold on them, rather.
You're fine.
Okay. I need to scroll through all the shit post. 8 damage on the left and 7 damage on the right. And my first action is I'm going to bellow out the world and cast my lesser time stop for 3 charges.
Which is for 1 round, right?
Yes, it is for 1 round, and then I'll so -3. Boom. So I'm down to 7.
Which
charges
also
there.
you get your free perception check to try to see things.
Yep. Is it possible for me to? Oh yeah. Oh, perception here.
Yeah, you do
1
it first
second.
before you move from where you're at the moment. So.
Yeah. D20 plus 19. 24, and then I'm going
Okay.
to.
As of the moment, you don't see anything. So.
Yeah. So I'm going to. So round is that.
Oh no, the music stopped for me.
Oh no.
Stop for me too.
Here, hold on, I'll take care of it.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it was just Fredboat being Fredboat.
Hold up.
So what are you exactly up to?
I am going to use that time stop to move my full movement of 60
Okay.
feet. And then I'll
Wait.
basically warp out of time stop now. And then
Okay.
move 30 and see what I see.
Okay, you made your free one. Oh wait. Oh wait, sorry. You're just doing the reveal. Got it.
Yep.
Don't forget you have haste, so you got like that extra 30 feet.
Oh, I do. I have
Yeah,
haste.
You
haste.
hadn't-
I thought
when
I
did you
thought you
cast
said
it?
we didn't haste.
No, but when my turn came around, I used a quickened magic
You-
haste from my Arcana.
I don't remember you saying that. I'm happy to just go ahead and say so now, but I legitimately just don't remember you saying.
Oh,
I remember you going
yeah.
into Spell Strike and Dimension.
No,
Door.
Yeah.
so spell combat's a 4-round action, and I was trying to. I may not have been heard because y'all were talking about something else. So
Okay.
And what's up?
Okay.
Maybe. Okay. Well,
Well,
again, I'm
in
not
that
worried about
case-
it. I don't necessarily.
okay.
Yeah. So in that case, I'm going to go ahead and move over here and come out of time stop in that case, because my movement speed is 60 instead of 30. So
And then you get your free perception check just to see what you see, because it's the start
Yep.
of another turn. So
technically, yeah. D20 plus 19.
Fuck it.
25.
Okay. Wouldn't
Yeah.
Wouldn't you mind doing the
Okay.
fixing the music?
Oh, yeah, I can do that real quick.
it's just being.
Yeah.
Okay, so as it
Uh,
stands with your check, you don't see anything specific beyond what you see right now.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me
Oh, I'm
grab
sorry, Boo.
this. Boom.
I didn't hear you say that you'd used haste. My bad.
Oh, there
There.
we go. Fixed.
Alright.
I had to turn Fred Boat down. Okay.
Okay.
So you've moved. You used all your movement on that one turn that existed. Now it is your, turn again.
Yeah.
And again, you don't see anything beyond what you were seeing.
Mm-hmm. Well, now this is unfortunate. Where is your supervisor? As he 5-foot steps. Tell me and you will live. Refuse, and I'm going to one punch here.
One punch.
D20 plus 24. Yeah, I'll make it a power attack. Why not? Because I need to do Furious Focus.
Yeet!
Roll
Okay.
to confirm.
Okay.
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 You're good.
Refuse.
So you can.
Refuse
And
and
accidentally shove hand through face.
does that
Yes,
confirm?
it confirms.
Okay, so
Yep.
4d8 plus
The easy answer is you guys hit them
push.
even on anything other than a 1. So
1d10 electric,
to think that the
And
battle
then-
music isn't for you, it's for them.
and then
Perfect.
d6
There is no and
acid.
then.
Excellent.
Okay, yeah. Tell me what happens. He did.
Refuse
Explodes.
and perish. Oh, he's just outside of my reach. Of the fucking gory,
Because he's
the fucking dreadful carnage.
He's just far enough around the cliffside he didn't actually see what you did, but he sees the blood spray and he's like,
He
"Nope, I'm
he sees
dead."
the blood spray and he hears
There's like a
the
mist that goes above the blood.
Dwarf.
I just fucking khaki-oined this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can,
just in
you can
case,
still make an intimidation check.
Yeah, I'm
anyways.
gonna make an intimidation check here, just in case there's any in the area here. Intimidate of 24. 36 on intimidate.
How did the DCs get done again? Isn't it 10 plus HD plus wisdom?
Yes. Yeah, 10 plus HD plus wisdom modifier.
Okay. Got you covered.
All right. And next level, I'll get it to where if they fail by a certain amount, I'll actually frighten them.
Nice,
If it's by
there you go.
10. So anyway, that's something I get to look forward to.
There you go.
All right, that is my turn. Sabelius, your turn.
Excellent. I shall enjoy eliminating them. Right, I am on the ruler. I should not be on the ruler.
Get the
Meanwhile-
fuck off me!
Is I am allowed to move 60 feet in my current turn, correct?
Yeah.
Why are you on me?
What?
I'm not even in this campaign.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll my
You died in
perception
this
check
campaign.
first.
Go away.
I'm
who
assuming-
you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
I'm
even in this
assuming I
campaign.
can roll perception here, correct?
You do get your perception, yes. Your free one from this position
Okay.
to see if you see anything.
Do I see anything? What do my...
Nothing beyond what you see at the moment.
Jesus Christ. Do they have like a plus 20 to their stealth check or something?
Well, that and
They're
probably
also
really
like far away. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Like one of them ran away here to down south where I am.
Nyeh.
The other, we have no fucking idea where the other one is.
Now the question is, do I want to pick these guys off? Or do I want to join Dio?
I mean, his
Well-
spell has basically neutralized them. So.
Yeah, these guys are
Yeah, I
basically
might
going
as
to get
well.
crushed to death by the purple
So
thorns.
if I shoot at them, is that their flat foot?
No,
No,
it's a
they're
grappled
grappled.
condition.
They're grappled, so they just get
Yeah,
the
they just
minus
take
2 to their
penalties.
AC
Yeah, they
Just
just
a
take
minus 2?
penalties. Yeah.
or whatever. I forget what the penalty is for grapple, but
It's
who
a
cares?
-4 penalty to dexterity as well. So the -4 to penalty to dexterity is what gives them their -2 to their AC.
Okay,
Yeah. Which is
Fair enough.
very
While grappled.
easy.
true. With
You could just let them.
Well, makes sense because my bane is still on dwarves, so we might as well just fire on them.
Go for it.
Let's see what I can do here. I just realized I was looking at the Inquisitor level sheet, and I was looking at my own sheet, and I was like, shit. I accidentally rolled a -5 on my last roll that I shouldn't have.
Gotcha.
So I thought that I got a base 3 attacks per round, but I'm still on 2 at the moment. So everything that I did roll was
That's fine. You still
Was
would have
just-
killed them anyways.
bonus attacks.
Slightly
Yeah,
wrong.
true.
Yeah.
You have rapid shot, so.
I've got crossbow mastery.
hmm
Okay. Technically, I should have the 5. Jesus fucking Christ.
We're just
Okay.
gonna
Good
say you
rolls tonight.
killed him.
What's
Good rolls.
that?
He's dead. Whoever you were aiming at's dead. Yeah, okay, you know what? They're both dead. Fuck it.
Okay.
They're both dead. Fuck it. They're
God
both
damn
dead.
it. I fear I've deprived Dio of a exquisite meal.
Ugh.
They're all just pin cushions. It's not
It
that
looks cooler to me now. Gotta say, I'm just watching it
Okay.
off.
Literally just watching you just sit here and fucking machine gun just take everything out.
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect this. Okay, so I've got 1 out of 5 bolts left in this case. Oh, left in this case. I'm going to need to reload soon anyway. But if I still have a move action, I'm going to go ahead and move my 60 feet to get a little bit closer to the lads by Dio.
Okay.
I'm just going to check my ruler here. 20. Okay, how many feet? 35. And then. Could go 25 feet to there. Okay. Cool. That's me. That's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, I should be counting my uses of Bane. Fuck me.
You've used it once, I think, right?
No, it counts for every single time I use it.
Oh, well,
Like
then you've
I
used
use
it
a
like
vein. It's every single
8
time I add it
times.
to it. Is every time I add it to a shot.
It's like you
But-
used it 8 times now. Then
It's fine
Yeah.
though. I have 26 uses per day.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
give me a perception check, Sabelius.
Okay, sure. Nope.
Okay. As an arrow twang at you.
What did they roll? My AC right now is 25.
43.
Okay, roll damage.
Will that
5
show the
points.
direction that the arrow came from?
Oh yeah, you see him right there. I made him pop up.
Oh,
I don't.
shit.
Oh, that guy.
They're right there.
This guy here.
There we
Nice.
are.
Yep.
Okay, let me just
I
roll.
see.
And then you can
Let me
go ahead
find
and
you
then,
regret that, boy.
What was that, chaotic?
just disappearing back into the woods as best they can.
Do we
Because
see
apparently
where?
this one, no, because apparently this one must have been able to see through the illusion.
Meanie.
Yeah, the other one had to straight fucking just get out of the area because they thought it was a desert now.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
But-
it Ragnael's turn.
Right.
Ragnael,
But-
you get a free
wait.
perception check.
We
Yes, I do.
know that this was their last known location.
Yes, you do.
All right. And I have the high
Ah,
ground.
Fuck, no, I didn't want to do that. Fuck my life.
Too late.
Нет. Я не хочу сохранить.
Hey, speak real language.
No.
Can you guys see me measuring, by the way?
No, I
Nope.
just
No.
Okay.
Are you on the
I
GM
just
layer?
accidentally
Yes.
did something I really did not want to do.
What'd you do?
I accidentally cleared my feats, so I needed to reopen
Control
my sheet.
Z. Control Z.
Control Z.
I
Control
reopened
Z.
my sheet. It's fine.
Undo.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
So, funny enough, Ragnael, so as you have this high ground, although they've fallen out of Sabelius's eye, you see where they ran to, just barely out of the corner of your eye. They were doing a damn good job of blending into the background, but your sharp elven eyes just managed to catch exactly where they disappeared to after they took the shot.
It's okay. His eyes are whole elven.
So I'm not asking. I don't want to ask this out of the fact of tactics, but Wuten and group, would you say we're handling this situation rather well?
I think
Because
so, yeah.
As I kind of want to ham what I'm about to do here.
Ham, what you're about to do.
All right. Ragnael is going to notice this,
His
fly
eyes
over,
are a whole ass elf.
fly over to intercept him.
Well,
Like he
You
gets,
should have
he
full
gets
60-foot
just-
movement, actually.
What's that?
You should get the full 60-foot movement if you were right here.
Oh, I'm flying and I have haste.
Oh, yeah. Well, you should
40
still
feet
get-
of flight and 30. Wait, sorry,
He's
what?
got
You
the
should be able to
he's
get,
got
like,
the
right
long
next to
range
him.
flight on.
No,
not
I
the
know,
full
but
flight.
I told you I wanted to ham this.
Oh, you're hamming this. Okay.
Yeah.
Ham this.
So like he gets on the other side of like one set of trees, but Ragnael's already there. He comes on the other side surprised and Ragnael has his hand up.
Okay.
Or maybe
does he
about
do?
here. Maybe about here. Maximize magic. Fire snake.
Welp.
That is a reflex save of 23.
For what spell are you casting?
Fire snake.
snake.
Okay.
Nah,
All right.
All right. Well, he will take 45 damage.
He will not. He has improved invasion.
No, look at him.
So you sit there, you
That's
maximize
boy.
magic, and just literally, woo, boy, fucking hell! Ah!
Face me like a man then, coward.
Astraeus.
My turn.
Astraeus' turn, yes.
My turn. I guess I'll do the perception check because it's free. I like free things.
You
Don't
probably
we all?
would have noticed the massive explosive
I'm-
dragon. Just
Oh yeah.
I'm narrating it was a dragon that just explodes past him.
I
Makes
think
sense.
everyone noticed. It's spooky. That was my free perception.
Okay. You don't see anything beyond what you normally would.
Alright. Then I'm gonna take my move act and move up there. God damn it, my mouse.
Just kind of following Sabelius.
Yeah, that mixed with also I saw Raggy fly over this way and I like him.
Just follow the scary dad.
Yep. Can I see that guy, or just is he still like invisible and only Raggy can see him? Even though there was definitely a fire snake there just a second ago.
With the fire snake explosion and the fact that he had to worry about dodging out of the way, I'm happy to say that right now he's not hidden.
All right, I'm looking at him then.
I should have said he was hidden. That's okay. With your 40, based on what his thing was, you actually still would have seen him anyways. So
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
you would
Alright.
have seen him anyways, despite a -5 from the distance. Because you had rolled a 40. His thing was a 31, so you would have a 35 to see him.
Sorry, I'm double reading this. Aim. If used as an attack, do 4d damage. What is the? What do I roll to attack? It just tells me my damage. Nah, I'll hold off on that. I'm just looking at him. For
I was
now.
gonna say, what is it? Throw it at me and I'll look real quick.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at him for now. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Looking menacingly.
Okay.
Standing
that it?
there menacingly.
Okay.
Oh, this look does a lot more than just a little. This is important.
Actually, we're gonna say that they're gonna be heroic about this.
Oh my.
Is
We'll
he
say
really?
Basically, along the lines of, no, not the dwarf. It's not his turn.
Oh, okay.
Get out of here! To the dwarf, basically, as she steps out of the shadow she was hiding in. Go ahead and make a perception check to see if you saw her before her first attack.
Okay. That
Because she's aiming at you, Dio.
Yeah. Plus 19. 23. However, she is also shaken. So,
Yes, although with the roll that I've gotten, you would not have seen her as she stepped out. So.
Yep.
So her first attack, and we're going to be doing. Okay. So that should go to. Okay. So a 25 to hit your flat-footed.
flat-footed. Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay. As she looks to be taking particularly deadly aim at you.
Okay.
Okay. So it's that, and then fucking there it is that. Okay, so 16 points of damage.
Minus 16. Okay.
The rest of these are not going to be against your flat-footed. So
Okay.
a 35
Yes, that hits.
for 22 damage.
Okay.
As she is just laying into you with arrows.
Okay.
Okay.
As I turn to look at
That
her
is
and
gonna
have
be-
like my arms outstretched, letting her unleash her fury before I unleash mine. I owe her at least that much. give her the illusion that she can save her friends. That does not work. Nope. That just bounces off. Or, like, misses. Like, hits the ground. Hits the ground again.
Okay. And then this one should be the last one.
Ugh.
She, in her like shaking state, she manages to strike true with one. I turn around, she hits another, but her as I turn and look at her with my intimidating gaze, she realizes, my hand is shaking. I can't.
I'm sorry.
I can't.
It's like in the new Castlevania just came out. What if I said I was sorry?
Would it help if
Would
I
you hold it against
apologize?
me? Would it help?
Does this seem too easy for you?
As our dwarvy friend here just goes whee off the map.
It's fucking off
he's
into the
gone.
distance.
Pretty much.
He yeeted himself.
Yeah,
Just
he
away.
just
He
yeeted
took the
himself.
run action pretty much, yeah.
He pissed
Mhm.
himself.
Oh yeah, there's like a trail of pee going straight.
Well, at least now
You
he
could
can't
follow
hide
him if you
anymore,
wanted to
right?
follow if you wanted to follow the piss trail, you could find him.
Yeah, a minus to hide.
Yeah, minus to hide.
God
if you
damn
have
it.
scent, you can easily follow him. Anyways,
Well,
Dio's
I'm
turn.
going to yeah, y'all seen is it Happy Souls 2 or something? It's like they're going through Dark Souls 2
yeah, they're good.
and it's like the Phantom Knight just warps in and he's like, "Holy shit. Is this too easy for you?"
Well,
So I'm just going to charge, and
Raging.
then you know what's great, pummeling style and jabbing style. Also haste, yes.
Mhm.
So 20, 25.
Which means that when you charge, you get a full attack.
Yep, charge and I get a full
And then
attack, and
jabbing
every
Lets you
yeah,
move
I
5
get
feet
to
each
add
one.
damage on top of my thing. So 33 against her AC.
You will hit.
Okay, so 28.
You will not hit.
Oh wait, well that wouldn't hit anyway, but I need to start minus 4, minus 7, or minus 5 rather, for my. Oh wait, so this is my hasted attack. 32 hit.
No.
Okay, so AC is 33. Okay, so minus 5. And then 29, and then
One more.
25. Okay. Well, I will get a power attack here.
One single hit. Yes.
hmm
Because they're just.
But it's going to be
she's just
a
ridiculously
strong-
fast.
Yeah. It is going to be a strong attack, though. So, that. So, 16 plus 1d6 electric, and also d6 acid.
So minus 27.
Yep, minus 27.
Definitely gave her a good heart.
Mm-hmm. And also free intimidate once more to 24.
Keep the shaken condition up.
Yeah, keep that shaken up.
Wait, didn't you say that frightens it at the next level?
no, that depends on whether or not Dio took signature skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
it's a
that'll be
feat.
next level. I get.
Yeah, I have
signature skill.
Intimidate Unchained, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it for you, Dio?
Yep, that is it for me.
Sabelius' turn.
man, when Dio gets signature skill, he and I are going to be like a fucking terrifying pair.
Yeah, best friends.
Best friends.
Do all the scaring for me, thanks.
Mhm. We are the enforcers.
I don't need to be the scary one.
No.
You don't want me to be this one.
Well, first my
So,
free
Sabelius'
perception.
There's no point. The ones that would be hiding are both in the open now.
Fair
Yep.
enough. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is haste still up. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's like 14 rounds. You're fine.
Okay.
15 rounds. You're fine.
5 and then 5. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
You want to make your will save as well to interact with the hallucinatory terrain.
yeah. Good thing
DC
my will
27.
save. DC 27.
See whether you think it's a desert or
Or you recognize that it's a magical illusion. Yeah.
yeah,
you're
you
good.
recognize it's an illusion easily.
Love you.
Pop this motherfucker who I tried to burn.
I don't know who made that though. That's
55
insane.
feet was yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't seem to necessarily care. You're like, huh, weird. I wonder where that
Interesting.
came from.
Interesting. I wonder who's casting that.
I don't know.
That's a good question. I don't know.
That's a good fucking question.
Maybe the strange new person
Mhm.
who is looking at people menacingly.
I'm just
Well,
like running around staring. at
okay,
people.
so race check on the chick that that Dio's fighting. Is she a dwarf or an elf?
Dio, she is a half elf.
Half elf? Okay. So I could do either human or elf for her.
And what about this one? Is
That
he...
guy?
He's also a half elf.
Sweet. So I need to change my bane either way. So that's a swift action. Switch it from dwarf to fucking. We'll go with. Fuck it. We'll go with human.
Sweet.
Fair enough.
Alright, there you go.
That
Just be a dick to
it
the
would also
humans.
work on Raggy if you had to for some reason. He's a half elf.
Yep.
Lots of half elves.
It would
Yeah,
work
yeah.
on
humans and elves be
To
getting
be
it on.
fair, it would work on Dio too because he's also half human. Wait, no, it wouldn't because
That means
he
it would
and I
work on you too.
count as
Now
our own
vampires are weird though, aren't they?
Yeah, we count as our
Yeah,
own
damn.
thing. We are humanoid dampier.
Yeah.
It won't count.
Yeah.
It won't work on me either.
Yep.
It will.
I'm pretty pissed at this boy here because he shot at me. So I'm gonna shoot him first.
Nice.
You were unwise to shoot at me, boy. And d20 plus 23. And then let me see. I
Didn't
think
you
I need.
move?
What do you mean?
How many attacks do you get despite moving?
Just one. The 22...
Oh, in a full round, right? No,
Yeah.
I should get 3. No, wait, that's in a full round. You're right.
Yeah, that's full round.
So does that one
Just one.
hit?
The first one, right? The plus 22?
Yeah. No, that 22 was my will save.
Oh, right. Okay.
The 30 is my
He dodges out of the way
Can you
of the,
wait?
of the shot.
Question. Can you
Alright.
still shoot if you're within 30 feet from me? So can you shoot if you were standing? My mouse.
If I had stayed here, probably I could shoot at him and not have the penalty.
Yeah.
What do you
I-
have?
I would recommend it.
Or just stay next to you.
Within 30 feet. I would recommend it, but you don't have.
I don't think I have the buff from you. Is the thing.
I can give you something, but you have to be within 30 feet of me.
Well, I mean, I can. I don't know if I can. If Kato will allow me to redact my move.
No.
No.
What you could do,
You've already made your attack as well.
Astraeus,
so-
you could move 30 feet and then give it
Yeah, I
to...
plan on it next turn, but
Yeah.
I recommend.
Or I could
staying
just
within
stay
30
here
feet
my
of me.
next turn and fucking shoot at him.
You can stay there. I'll be moving up.
I'm gonna take my I'm gonna just take my free action quickly to reload though, because that was my last shot in this case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chick.
It is
Very
actually
well.
his turn. So apparently he's going to take Ragnael up on his offer
To fight him
and
like
step
a
forward
man.
and start just basically unloading his bow into Ragnael's face.
Wow, point blanking. All right.
close to it. You're
Close
about
enough.
5 feet away still.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
He will take a -3 to all of his attack rolls.
Because you're looking at him.
Because I'm looking at him.
And I am going to spell.
Giving
and
him
I'm
the
going
stink eye.
I'm going to declare a spell shield to boost my AC by 8.
That's an immediate action, right? For
It is,
the whole
yes.
round?
For until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
That's not right. There we
Take
go.
laps.
Miss. Meets.
Hit.
All right.
Miss. Hit. Miss.
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 Mega miss. Mega miss.
Miss.
So he'll get a hit off.
A single hit.
He will also do 3 less damage.
Okay, so for 9 damage.
Love you. Kisses.
he has chosen a poor choice of actions.
Not that he knew what was going on. It's Ragnael's
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was also dumb of him to move within 5-foot stepping range.
Yeah, indeed.
Bold of you to move within full attack range.
Bold.
Bold
indeed.
You too.
All right. Well,
Spell strike?
let me see here. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm just trying to decide which one. Oh, I do have this. Oh, wait, I don't have the... Hold on. I don't
Oh,
think...
but I do.
Hang on, I have like 4 different Maguses. I have to check my feats real quick.
Valid.
Question: do you have spell recall by chance?
Oh, I do, but what I don't have is I was looking to see if I have close range, because that way I can put rays on my sword, but I don't have that yet.
No, not yet.
If you remember, Ragnael was Magus 1.0, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Started very close to the same time that Zane was.
Very close.
I'm actually rewatching Evil Campaign again, and it's interesting watching everybody trying to figure out their classes.
Especially me, the easiest class ever, Sorcerer. I couldn't figure that out.
Okay.
The answer to that one, Luna, is speed. Like Wuten said, it basically works
Yeah.
like haste.
It
which
is.
also
It
means
is.
stack
It is the
without
haste
attack.
spell without all the bonuses.
Yep.
You
and-
still get the. You do still get the.
Oh yeah, I just mean I didn't add the
stat
extra
bonuses. Yeah, yeah. You still get the attack bonuses. It's just other effects you don't get.
attack. Well, I'll just stand in the bridge here and shoot.
Well, it's not your turn.
I will.
It will
That's
be
true.
soon.
It will be.
You wanna have this guy suffer the same fate as his friend?
Become
The
a
one you're
pain.
fighting?
Actually,
That's my thought process. Because then Astraeus might be able to hold person again.
Mm.
Mm.
Ooh.
Indeed.
I definitely can.
Indeed.
all right. Well, I'd force punch him, and he fails his fort save. That means I lose the rest of my attacks. So, I'm going to spell strike frigid touch,
Nice.
and we're going to go ahead and full round on this muv.
So take your 5-foot step, then, my boy.
Yes, sir. By your will. Woo! Crit range.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Smack that shit.
Because the worst
might
part is
be.
you have a spell on it too, and that means the spell gets fucking doubled.
Yeah.
This won't get doubled, but also add a 4d6 for my painful stare.
With a 38, yeah, you confirm.
Okay, one moment. I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this first. If that's chill. Get it? Haha.
Just, just go ahead.
So there's a fun little effect if Frigid Touch crits.
God damn it! Why? What is
what?
with you guys tonight? Why can't I have the crits?
Because you critted 3 times on
here's the-
Scythius that one
I
time.
mean, so here's the thing. Frigid Touch usually staggers for 1 round, but if it's on a crit, they're staggered for a minute.
Well, damn.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Body
That's
this
one-
motherfucker.
That's one hit.
Hello.
Ouch.
Fucking body this fucker.
I help.
And here come these.
And quick question: was that everything doubled that needed to be doubled since it was
Yes.
a crit?
Yes.
Okay.
For the 46 from Astraeus does not get doubled.
No, it does not.
Okay.
So second attack
Misses.
and last one at minus.
Wait,
another
question,
-5.
question. Would it... So, Frigid Touch, that staggers?
Yeah, it staggers.
Stagger...
I will double check and see if it does anything.
Okay, no, it doesn't actually.
Can only take a
like
single move
penalties.
or a standard, but not both.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's only. I think it's only under the slow spell that they lose AC.
Mm-hmm.
The third one
So-
misses.
Okay. So like he takes one real frigid hit that's gonna stagger for a minute, and he's gonna like they miss because he's like freezing all of a sudden and trying to like just back away from this just winter storm that just coursed through his being.
I feel like you did a little extra damage there. You don't know where it came from.
I did notice that. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. It's like, oh, I didn't realize you were that weak. My apologies.
Rude.
He shot me like 7 times.
He tried to shoot you 7 times and only worked once.
Well, fair enough.
He shot my chief of police.
God damn it. I shot the sheriff and the lead dog too.
I should have shot the Marquis.
I shot the
I didn't shoot the cunt. I didn't shoot the cunt of the Marquis.
You should have gone for the
Pajama
head.
wearing bushy fucking.
God damn it.
You should have gone for the head.
God damn it. Did you have any more attacks, Ragnael?
I'm done. That was my round.
That is Astraeus' turn now.
Okay.
Who is
I'm
currently
gonna-
gazing at the half-elf.
Yeah. The one in front of Raggy. I'm going to move up. Is it okay that I can go here, or
Yeah, you're just under the tree.
I'm under the tree? Okay.
Yes. Hard.
Trying to think of what I'd do in this situation. My character-wise. Character brain. I see Raggy's having his time in the moment. Swift action to change my gaze over to this one.
Okay.
And then... Shall I...
This conversation, though.
This
This went
quickly
south real
shifted
quick.
to something else.
I'm gonna use... Hold... Charm, though. Hold on. Baiting.
Doesn't work if he's a dude, Wuten. Just no.
Sure it does.
Just to double...
Sure,
just
yeah,
to-
sure it does. Dudes have nipples.
What are you people doing?
Don't
Don't worry about
ask. I don't What are you
We're
doing?
trying to figure out how to pass electricity through nipple clamps.
You
ways?
are they
Yes,
metal
anyways.
nipple clamps? In which case you can attach the electrodes. Alternatively, you could attach the electrodes underneath or around the nipple clamps, and that way, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I now know what to do with Raggy's dungeons.
Nani.
I'm going to attempt a hold monster, so it's a bit
Hold
more
person,
potent.
but better.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
On the one that's in front of Dio.
Okay.
He wants to watch the show.
Yes.
What is the
They'll have a
save?
-3 to their will save, and they have to roll higher than a 25, and they have a -3 to their will save.
No.
No.
They're
So they are
frozen in
paralyzed.
terror.
My dude is a saboteur from FF13.
Yes.
Well, funny enough, it's actually her turn next, so.
Yep.
Well,
Another will save to
Good.
try to get out of it at the end of the turn.
Good.
All still at the -3?
Yeah. As long as I'm staring.
Okay. Dwarves are gone. Dio's turn.
She
Do you want me to just go ahead and ask what happens?
You're frozen in abject terror. Good. Your last moments. And he'll reach forward as she's like frozen in terror. He'll reach forward and grab her by the neck, and you see like the nails of like the clawed nails of his hand just sink into her neck, and you see as he starts draining her life force. And
Okay.
so I'll just yeah. Pew. Perfect. You gave Dio a tasty snack and got to watch him eat it.
Hey!
Woo!
Yeah.
I look at that in horror.
An abject horror. I'm traumatized.
Oh wow, I'm traumatized now.
There's a dwarf with a hole in his chest and another one getting her the life drained out of her. Ah,
I'm in
wow.
danger.
I'm in
And two-
danger.
two
Who
more
are
got
these people?
crushed- Two more
Y'all
got
are
impaled and
protecting
crushed by
me.
tentacles. Another guy fell off a cliff with stab wounds and cut wounds, I
Ragnael
guess.
Watch
Sama
3 people get
trusts
turned
them.
into porcupines.
If
Pretty
Ragnael
fucking much.
Sama trusts them, I must trust them.
I guess that makes
I'm
it
in
Sabelius'
danger.
turn.
Good God. Okay. So Sabelius is gonna continue firing on yon upstart with a snapper.
Look me in the eyes as it ends.
Wow, you people!
Welcome to Villains of Narr'tor.
I think you guys
I'm
are
just
neat.
gonna
I don't know why
fucking-
you're murdering everyone, but it's saving me. I think
I'm
you're
just gonna
Exactly.
swell.
fucking unload on this bitch now that I've got my crossbow reloaded.
Perfect.
Go for it.
Pop, 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 pop.
Okay.
For that last one,
Ooh. Give me a check on that one. Roll a
Okay.
1d20,
What
just a regular
what kind
d20.
of check?
Just a 1d20.
on that 30 though, so this one will also hit. I'm going to use Feign Destiny. You rolled a 35.
Cool.
Yay!
Nice.
Fuck.
Yikes.
Oh shit. I'm gonna go find a table of random bullshit and see what happens to you.
I'm so sad. Oh God, I'm
Hey,
scared.
Wuten, we're breaking her in.
At
We're-
least
Hey! Actually, if if we want to use the thing that
Can we say that those 3 shots still hit though?
Oh yeah, you did them.
Oh yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah. This is post those ones.
Which is
Okay.
why I made sure I
where's
got.
the
gave
Let
it.
me just. Okay.
Crit rule. 1. Weapon gains broken condition. Must spend DC 20 craft check in 10 minutes to fix.
Well, it's a good thing this is our last guy to kill.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
we know.
Yeah,
Wait, no, that was not
thing,
supposed to be a 12 plus
unfortunately-
6. It was supposed to be a 12d6. Fuck my life. Let me just re-roll that.
Go ahead, you're fine.
Yeah, that was a mistype. My bad.
Immediate
That should not have
action,
worked out that way.
+5 bonus on failed attack,
Okay.
saving throw, or skill check.
49.
Ouch. Yeah, it definitely hurt like a motherfucker.
That's
And
why I
And
told
then
you to be 30 feet
immediately
away.
after that, thunk, the fucking bow gets a big old crack on the side of it.
There we are.
Because broken doesn't mean it's unusable; it just puts the broken condition. So.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think that you thought you were gonna like miss that third one, but then
No, I just-
randomly out of nowhere something took you over and you hit it, and then because of that you got scared and pulled back and just went like.
Here's
"Ah!"
my thought. Here's actually my thought. I was so pissed off at this fucking child that
Yeah.
as I was reloading my crossbow, I accidentally hit something that I shouldn't have because I was doing it so hastily, and so that like ruined my last 2 shots in that round.
Makes sense.
And now I
That
regret
works.
everything.
I regret everything.
Do I have men?
It's like the bolts got jammed.
It's okay. I need to stop back in Spiredown to get more bolt cases anyway.
Mhm.
Probably just give him at Edge Castle too.
No,
Oh,
it's-
it's the
Shop's there.
boy's turn. Let's find out what he does.
Y'all can make perception checks if you want.
Fuck! I almost
Right.
knocked my water over onto my.
Well, he won't be getting far
Why is that?
because
because
he's
I rolled a
staggered.
43.
No, because he's staggered. I said.
True.
40.
Okay, so I'm gonna check something here. Sabelius's distances. I'm gonna check distances and stuff.
He's stealthing. That is his.
Okay.
Anger.
I don't think he's actually able to do this. Unless he's able to do it as like a free action.
It's
Okay,
just
so-
as part of movement, so
Is it?
Because I rolled that 1,
yeah.
can I
Hide
say
checks, stealth
Stop
checks
talking
are
over.
part. I'm sorry. You finish up after I'm done. Hide checks are just done as part of movement. There's no
Ah, okay.
specific action, but you
Okay.
have to do some kind of thing.
Mhm,
So it's always a minimum of at least a move action.
mhm,
So, but you have to
Okay.
be doing some kind of movement.
mhm.
What were you saying, Luna?
I was going to ask, since I rolled that 1 in the midst of firing that 4th shot, can I say that I did not use those 2 uses of Bane there?
Oh yeah,
Since
on
they
the broken
failed?
one, sure. Yeah, on the broken one, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
You're
But I
fine.
will say that I lose both the arrows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would still lose the arrows. So.
Yep.
Okay. So it is now going to be Ragnael's turn. He just straight disappeared. Out of your vision again.
Okay.
So since it's your turn, you get a free action to attempt to look around for him if you desire.
Did I not see where he went?
Nope.
Wow.
Interesting.
Even though you were looking, staring at him, all of a sudden, just like he just kind of disappeared out of your sight.
Oh, 44.
Okay. Let me check distances and things. As it stands at this moment, you're not sure.
All right.
He
Oh.
rolled good enough as well that when he started moving, you didn't see which direction he went either.
Oh, someone 20'd.
And as it stands with your 44, you actually don't see him at the moment. So he's moved far enough from your vision
Well, luckily you have 70 feet of movement speed.
Yeah.
So you
The
can
question
going
is,
just...
where does he move and where does he look?
So I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and fly up about 30 feet and over the ravine here.
Okay.
See if I can get a better vantage point.
Okay.
Can't have gone too far. He's really shaken from that cold strike.
Yeah.
So, up here, do I happen to get another chance to look around, or
You can take that move action to look. Yeah.
okay?
You will not see anything unusual. Astraeus.
I also have no idea where he went. Oh god.
Yeah, even on a 20, I probably wouldn't have caught him, and I rolled a
Yeah, I
19.
I think any of us.
You might have run that way.
Yeah, I'm going to just. Bye, Fredboat.
God
I
damn it,
turned
these-
that off, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I turned it off.
I'm going to move up and then ready an action to look at him whenever he appears. Again, whenever we find him.
All right, sure.
Eh,
This person's dead. It is
Mhm.
Dio's turn then.
some base.
Well, let's see. Perception check.
You get your free one.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't see anything unusual.
1,
He
2,
rolled
3, 4, 5,
extremely
6.
well.
And I would like to check once more. 34?
You will not see anything unusual.
Okay.
It's going to be Sabelius' turn.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just choking on my saliva lately. So get my perception at the beginning of the turn. No, I'm not rolling D2024. 36.
From where you're at the moment, you won't see anything unusual.
Okay. Let's see. I want to check something really quick. One second.
No worries.
Okay, cool. All right, so if Dio's not seeing, I'm going to go ahead and head down Dio's direction. See if I can't see anything. Yeah, fuck. And try another perception check.
Okay. You will not see anything unusual.
Shit. Bitch cake. Probably ran away, the coward.
Oh.
And one last round for everyone to get a chance. Make your free check, Rag.
Okay. First free check.
Okay, you don't see anything unusual.
All right. Fly back down to this newcomer. The ways probably still about 10, 15 feet in the air.
Okay.
You all right, young man?
Yes.
Will nod and one more check.
Okay.
But probably as I'm checking, I'm gonna start kind of floating back down to
Yeah.
staying
Ground.
by his side to make in case someone tries to sneak up on him or something.
You will not see anything unusual.
Feign Destiny, it's a 45. I'm just gonna see if that works.
With onto him, onto Raggy.
Yeah,
Okay.
onto Raggy. So it's a 45.
Do I have craft bows? God. And I didn't put any points into it because I'm a fucking dumb shit.
Oh.
Fair enough.
You'll have to get somebody to fix it for you.
Hmm.
Alas.
So
Does
the 45, did it
You've
not do anything, or?
It was a try.
The easy answer is it was close, but not quite. I'll tell you that your Fane almost would have managed, but he's just far enough away from Ragnael that he didn't quite notice.
Damn.
You
If I could
feel
see
like-
him, I was. Oh,
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say that if I could catch him, I was just gonna like do like a finger gun cosmic ray at him if I had seen him.
You could fireball.
Bang.
Mm,
Well, that depends if I knew where, like, which direction he
To aim
was.
it.
we don't know what
Yeah.
You
direction he
could
went.
random fireball.
But I want if
I'm not.
I'd rather know like which direction I could hear a noise.
It's Astraeus' turn, which stealth is also partially is both moving silently and without being seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Get your free one.
It's my free one. I don't think I could physically roll
If
high
40
enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say if 45 was barely out of reach, then for nothing underneath that. You could pretty much guarantee from where you're at the moment, 41 won't manage
Yeah, no, my check's not high enough.
anything. So
My thought, if he's far enough away, he's either like over here or like down here.
Or possibly like down around here.
He wouldn't have
you
been
have to
able
think about how fast he can move with his
Yeah.
with his
Yeah,
being
true.
staggered
So
as well.
30 feet. He
Yeah.
was
30
here.
feet.
They were all running
30
down
feet.
towards where you two are.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
he
thing.
can't full around run, so he's still he's struggling probably wherever he is.
Hmm.
I'm
But he
gonna
doesn't get
try.
minuses to stealth. So
We may as well check around here.
Sab,
But everyone
you
else
go
was
that way,
running
I'll go this way.
down.
I go this way.
Yeah,
All right.
Where do y'all want me to check?
Splitting the party.
because
Hmm.
from my understanding,
I want to kind of.
It's okay. This is going to be the last round you guys have the chance to check for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to
This
stay
won't
near
matter.
you two to be able to
30.
boost y'all's rolls. So where are y'all going to be heading to where I can try to see if I can stay 30
Okay.
feet?
I'm going.
guys?
Well,
I'm going over like over here. Gonna try and check.
What's
with
your
this.
perception roll?
Plus 19.
You're not going to be much better off than me.
Hmm.
Maybe Luna check more south.
Is there any
Probably-
movement you want to do, Astraeus, or no?
I don't
something.
know,
I'm trying to think.
'cause-
I want to see where Luna's going to be going.
I was gonna go
We'll
around
let Luna
here
go
per
first.
Wuten's plan because
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Luna.
if he left from here right in front of Raggy, then if we didn't sense him where we were, then there's no
Yeah.
sense in checking for him further south.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm. He's likely
So-
either that way or that way. That's my thinking, but this is more
So
likely.
Luna, go ahead and make your free perception check.
Okay.
Actually, can I still have my turn, or is it passed, or am I just?
It's delayed.
I had just delayed you. That's all I
Okay.
did.
Yeah,
I
to
just
be
delayed
fair,
you.
I'm not gonna get anything higher than a 44 anyway, so
Unless
I'm not gonna have any
From
better
where
luck
you're
than
at,
you.
you won't.
if
yeah,
I'm in
from where
30
you're
feet
at.
of you.
From
I
where
can
you're
give you a
at, you don't
plus
see
5.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Basically,
the last
one last movement, one last
one
movement,
last movement,
and
one last
check.
perception, and then you pop out of here.
That was Sabelius's free one to start the
Yeah.
turn.
I'm gonna
Now he
go
can
over
move
here.
and then make another move action
Are you
to make
within
a
30
perception
feet
check.
of me? No.
And I'm gonna do that right now.
Darn it.
Okay.
If you were 30 feet, make sure that it was a 48.
I could move within 30 feet of you, like from where I was, and say that that's what I did. Just stand in the
If
middle of the
that's
river
allowed.
like a hobo.
Yeah. If that's allowed.
Well, that's going to require swim checks.
How deep is the river?
Deep enough.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the shore here.
That's why I asked if I could move from my round before it got delayed.
Well, it
No,
was
you're
technically
not able
your
to-
turn.
Yeah,
I
you're not
can
able to
swim.
move
It's
on
just meh.
So
You're
Okay.
able to move and ready in action, but you're not able to move
I
and
was
delay.
gonna move over there.
Okay, if
and
I don't
just
see him
stop
with
my
if I don't
turn.
see or hear him with a 43, then
Yeah,
Okay.
he's probably not over there.
He's gone.
My thought is I'm going to check down here, and
Ragnael's
Astraeus,
basically the last
you-
one, and then Astraeus gets his
Yeah.
chance, and then we're good.
Okay. So
So I'm
Get
going
your
to
free
check
check.
over here real quick. So I'm going
Your
to
free
move
check
over
Your
first.
here.
free
and then
check
you can move.
first.
Oh,
I remember where you were. I remember where you were. Don't worry about it.
okay. So I'll just roll
So make your
mine
check from the
for
3
over
points.
there.
Okay.
So
And then go ahead and
26,
make your check.
and now at the new location. 21.
Okay, you don't see anything.
Damn it.
Astraeus, you made your free check already.
Yeah, I did.
So go ahead and whatever else you want to try.
Where do you think you're going to be heading off to check again for your final check?
You are the last
Oh,
person.
I am the last.
Everyone
person.
else has already gone. Yes.
we're
There's
done now.
No
Okay.
way I'm going to be able to spot anything.
My
rolls,
thought,
I guess I'll move.
if you can make it over here in this area, that's the only area that we haven't checked yet.
And I can't get over the river without a swim check, and my swim is not good. I could
Well,
maybe
if you
go.
can get
I get over
close,
to-
maybe like on the rocks over here.
That one is a cliff.
Oh, it's a cliff
are like
right there.
cliffside.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're like rocks/cliffs. You can tell where the
Okay.
shadows are, which direction you'd have to climb, and which one you could jump from. That one you'd have to
Okay.
climb.
Then my thought is over here to the coastline, and then you can check over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, last check.
Perception.
34. No, he's gone.
Yep. At this point, he has escaped.
All right.
Fucker.
So I'll narrating that we. Well, first, I think I'm going to loot this body right here. Check
Go ahead
if
and loot
I
your
can
bodies.
find
You
any
got a
sort
pair
of
the...
identifying things, silver arrow related.
Oh yeah, they had them on their arms. So
Yeah. Is there
they had
any
the
like
tattoos.
They were pretty
is there
obviously
any like
silver arrow, weren't
documents
they?
or
Oh yeah, very much so.
whatnot?
In terms of that, no.
No. Okay, so they were just like grunts,
I've also
Well,
discovered that
pretty
the
high-level
craft
grunts, but yeah.
high level grunts,
the
but
craft
grunts
DC
nonetheless.
table has nothing when it comes to crossbows, just bows, which is really annoying. And it has nothing for magic items.
I'd imagine it'd probably just be like a
I
a
mean, the
craft.
DC for crafting a bow is a 15.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And since we're in downtime, you can take 20 on the roll. So basically, like,
True.
if you're out of combat, you can take 20 and fix it. No problem.
I'm just gonna
Unless
take
you had,
whatever the
like,
fuck they
negatives.
had on them and just drop it in.
Okay.
I can't go into Discord, so I'm just gonna put it in Roll20.
Okay,
Have
that's fine.
fun with that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh shit.
That's what was on the two
Oh,
that you
fuck
guys
yeah.
killed,
Okay.
because you
Oh,
killed two of
God.
them.
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah,
the
we'll
next
check
one I
the
put is going
dwarves.
to be from the 4 dead dwarves.
Yeah.
5 dead dwarves.
Dead dwarves. Mini dead
oh,
dwarves.
5 dead
shit.
dwarves.
I am offering Astraeus flight over the ravine.
I take it
I'd be
because
ready.
I'm big fan. Big fan.
All right. I pick him up with one arm, no effort. Fly him over here and land.
I'm freaking out a bit. Nerves.
Oh man, fanboying.
Okay.
No identification details. Damn.
That's about expected for their numbers.
Hmm. Well, this one sated my hunger for the time being.
Mm.
And Ragnael nods. They didn't harm you too much, I hope.
Not at all. They took one look at me and were terrified, frozen in fear.
All right.
Shifty eyes.
Actually, how much damage did you take, Dio? Just out of character.
On a scale of 1 to 154, it's about 30 30 something.
From each of the 5 dead dwarves, you guys get that. I'm just taking whatever was on the NPC sheet. I don't care.
Okay.
And
So
you,
5 copies
Sabelius.
of those. So 5
Yep.
5 copies
Yes,
of those.
Lord.
Okay.
5 copies
We'll
of
just
the second one, and then the
stick them
first
all in the
2
bag of
are-
holding.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's some masterwork artisan tools. We could maybe use that to fix the bow.
We can basically after combat, you're not in a stressful situation and you can take the time for it. You can take 20 on a skill check. So
Fair.
you should be just fine.
It takes like 10 times the normal amount of time to do it that way.
Yeah.
We became a little
That's
scattered.
fine.
We grew a little
Mhm.
scattered there. You aren't injured much, are you?
Not badly. I do believe I got the message across to the dwarf that got away.
They will certainly be hearing of you.
Mm.
And he kind of smirks at that, just like maybe they will have learned their lesson at this point.
I certainly hope so, for their sake.
So, my next inquiry, that magically appearing desert, that was not of my doing. Any ideas?
Looks down to the ground.
Boy.
Looks at the boy.
Boy,
Boy.
come here, boy.
Have you any
Raises
knowledge of
hands
this?
slowly.
Clasp it. That was remarkable!
Yes, I imagine if it wasn't for that, we would not have been able to spot them in the forest. Remarkable work.
I saw them disappear behind the trees, so I thought getting rid of the trees would help not make them hide so much. Yeah.
Certainly,
The logic.
certainly a resourceful one we've found here. What is your name?
Astraeus?
Astraeus.
Dio, I'm going to say. So I'm trying to think.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to think.
Aren't we
With
all?
how
Big thunk.
Mood.
Big thunk.
just with how certain things are going in my head, I'm just trying to. So I'll just ask Kai. Do you think he would recognize the source of your power based on how you think things are at the moment? Do you think they would recognize any of that, or do you think that at this point it would not be?
No, I think
noticeable?
they think it's strange that I didn't use any somatic components, any verbal components. I think
Mhm.
they probably think that's strange.
Okay, so we'll just, like I said, we'll just leave it up to you.
Yeah. If y'all found
I'll
that
let you
strange,
manage
because I
that.
didn't do anything.
Manage.
You didn't like do anything, but like at the same time stuff was happening.
Mhm. He was just
It's not
staring
standard casting.
menacingly.
Mm.
Menacing.
Get
Mhm.
out of there, Silver
Indeed.
How did you manage
That's
that?
his Ragnael shriek. He's going to attack.
Ay, 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 ay.
I'm sorry. Anyways.
Jesus.
Awaken my Raggy.
God damn it, he
Oh,
really
okay,
is like
right.
Cars. Fuck me.
He really is.
God fucking damn it. Anyways. Alright, I'm gonna look up some stuff for this next scene here. So whatever you guys are doing, you do. Do you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if Dio is hiding the fact that he may need healing, I can in fact just like smack him on the shoulder with some inflict.
That would be nice. Yes, he does
That
have
would
a
be
couple
very-
of
that would be
holes in
nice.
him from
The
arrows.
arrows.
Yeah.
My lord Dio, if I may.
Hmm.
And he's going to let me see. How much damage did you take one more time? Like out of the max health?
Like like 44.
Something.
Wait. Yeah, 40.
Let's
46.
see.
46.
46? Okay. Let me see what I can do here. Thank fuck, I've got to inflict critical wounds.
Yeah.
Whee! Okay. And he's gonna he's gonna like hold up his hand, and it starts glowing slightly with this black energy. You still seem to have a few arrow holes in you. And he's just gonna like place his hand over where where Dio still has like the arrows in his wherever he got shot at.
Mm-hmm.
The few that he pulled out.
He's-
It's okay.
he's got-
They just fucking come out of their own.
Yeah.
The dark
they'll
magical
just, like, push
summon-
out. They'll just push out
Gross.
on their own.
Gross.
It's like when Dio heals himself in the fucking anime. It's just like pushes anything out and just closes it up.
Yep, and that's just he just like holds it over there until they close up, and the arrows just push straight out like Dio in the anime until
Mhm.
it's done. Then you just
Mhm.
let me just roll that.
It's not a
Okay.
bad.
Let me roll that 48 plus 14.
That won't be a bad choice for the upcoming.
41.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah! I'm up
Ah!
Smack 'em.
149 out of 154. I'm good.
So you guys go ahead and continue while I'm just looking things up for this next section.
Let me
Okay.
just get rid of all of that bonus there because I
Whatever
am no
role
longer...
play you guys want to do, whatever talking you want to do, and all that fun stuff. Well, then go do that.
I wanna go.
I feel
pee.
refreshed. Thank you, Sabelius.
And he
Now
nods.
then, he's going to pop over here real quick and see if he can drain what little blood is left in this corpse into his water skin, because he hasn't had a good bloody snack in a while. He's not just gonna.
Yeah.
He's not about to let this one go to waste. Yeah.
Just politely turns his head away.
I haven't tasted fresh blood like this since. Well, since your apprentice, in fact. As he turns his head to look at Ragnael, just as he's casually draining the blood from this corpse.
He's going to clench his fist a little at that.
Just a little reminder of the motivation we have here. Astraeus, boy, are you
Just went to use
familiar
the
with
bathroom.
these? The silver arrow?
I'm back from peeing. Yes. What's the question?
Okay.
I want pee.
Okay. Astraeus, are you by
Yes?
chance familiar with these individuals, these silver arrow?
Chaotic
So
am I?
Kai, I'm more than willing to give you a little bit of leeway to decide what you want to do with this exactly. Don't worry too much. If I feel like it's too much, I'll say something. Otherwise, go ahead and make it up as you kind of desire a little bit. You know why you know why they were looking for you. You know why they had you, right? You remember that,
Yes,
or do I need to tell you? Okay.
I do remember why. Question
Okay.
is,
I'd imagine that Astraeus himself understands some of it to some degree.
Oh yeah.
About the same way that actually I don't remember her goddamn.
That Renee would?
Renee.
No, not Renee.
Are you talking about the little girl or
Yeah, I was trying. I can never remember her
Madeline?
damn name. Madeline or something like
Yeah.
that.
Madeline.
Right.
I'm just gonna say it's in a similar way to that. Is all I'm gonna say.
impressed I remembered her name.
I am too, actually. It's been like, what, 3 years? Something like
A
that?
while.
3 and a
It
half?
just sounded right.
Something like that. Anyways.
Yeah. I'm surprised we don't have anything.
I'm surprised I never put her on the list of handouts or
Yeah.
characters of people of note.
Yeah,
I never did.
too. Yeah.
My brain just
Oh well.
remembered.
Food for thought.
What to say? How to say this?
There's about to be a lot more learned anyways, so don't worry
Yeah.
too much. But
I'm probably not going to say much at all, in all honesty, because I don't think he fully understands. He knows why, but he doesn't understand it.
Okay.
yes.
So it's kind of like they kidnapped me. One day I was not there, and then they grabbed me, and then I was there. Something to do with
so you were
something-
kidnapped as well.
Yeah, the way I look at people and the way I can just think about magic and it happens. They didn't like that entirely. So
Interesting.
they took me.
That may be why they took Sparrow as well. Disturb the natural order like that.
Come to think, our friend in the vault certainly didn't seem to take a liking. Those of you who had been touched by whatever this creature is.
Indeed. Now,
You guys just go ahead and continue as long as you want, and then just let me know when you're all finished.
No, we're gonna, yeah.
my thoughts regarding this. Boy, are you from Spiredown, perchance, or are you from somewhere else?
Yes, I am, and I've been hearing about all of y'all's exploits for so long now. Ragnael, I'm a big fan.
Oh.
Well, Ragnael, you have a bit of a admirer. Interesting.
He's gonna look a little flustered for a second.
For all the people that could have saved me, I was so happy it was you.
Well, call me charmed, young man. I would just be doing what I would presume any lawful person would. He's stumbling for words a little bit. It's not something he was expecting to. He wasn't exactly expecting to be putting on airs in a field like this. Like, before you're about to go out and be a socialite, and you just prep, you mentally prep for it. He was not mentally prepped for it, so he's just like, well, happy I could oblige, and flattered to hear of such exploit. I do hope they've only told you good things.
Giant fire dragon thing was so cool.
I'm certainly impressed with your capabilities, Astraeus.
Indeed.
That ability of yours to transform the terrain in their minds, very impressive in and of itself. I'm quite impressed.
I don't know how it works. I just kind of think about things and they happen.
But you do know how to make it happen. And perhaps he looks at Ragnael. All you need is someone to teach you how
to harness that ability.
My thoughts exactly.
It seems to me that I have an opening currently for a new apprentice.
What? Wait, what?
Hold up.
Hold up!
It is a mysterious and great power, one certainly beyond the facets that a Magus warrior like myself would be capable of conjuring in battle. Yet, under proper study, it could be harnessed to imaginable degrees of like he's starting to trail off in words, and just big words of just like astronomical capabilities.
While Ragnael is lost in thought, you were quite capable in that conflict. Are you familiar with combat, perchance? Have you been forced to make those decisions for yourself in the past?
Like, fighting,
To defend,
not really.
To defend yourself.
I don't know
se.
how to use any weapons, like at all.
You showed considerable aptitude considering that.
Mm-hmm. Considerable willpower as well. Even when there was conflict and chaos abound, you still kept your will resolute. That takes a lot of skill for one such as a young man as yourself.
But you guys were really awesome too. Like he points to Dio. The punching, like
Well,
you like completely just destroyed them, and then those weird thorn things, and then
well,
points to
Sabelius.
Sabelius goes, and then you with the arrows. It was so cool.
yes, he and I are quite apt in the martial prowess, whereas Ragnael here is apt in both martial and magical prowess. And I believe with your eventual interest in possibly joining the three of us, we could have someone with magical capabilities, the likes of which the Silver Arrow has never seen.
I have interest, all interest, yes.
Imagine, if you will, for a moment, the capabilities that you have displayed today. If they were only harnessed and welded down into a fine weapon of their own, you would not need a weapon of martial prowess when you use that mind of yours.
What? Oh, I see.
Completely starstruck by someone with only 20 charisma. Absolute mad lad.
Everyone,
Yes.
I am receiving a notice.
Mm-hmm.
We need to head back inside the cathedral, actually.
Back inside. Very well.
I am being summoned, it would seem.
Very well.
As my lord commands.
Let's move. And looks down at Astraeus. All of us. With a bit of a toothy grin. He like curls up one side of his mouth to like show a small fang. All of us.
Not-
It's very funny how you guys are both like evil and yet at the same time strangely wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best kind of
because
evil.
we're
That's-
just because we're
How this
evil
entire
doesn't mean we're
campaign
not.
worked out, to be honest.
We treat our
Yeah.
enemies like garbage, but we can treat each other wholesomely.
Yeah.
Just because I am
The
a bad
concept
guy
of
doesn't
evil
mean
is
I am a
merely
bad guy.
selfishness and the ability to commit acts of evil.
Horror.
It
Something
doesn't
like
necessarily mean we're just evil for the sake of it.
true.
Doesn't
No,
mean you're
as a matter of
entirely bad
fact-
people.
Astraeus is slowly becoming potential new son to these people.
So, out of character, Sabelius.
Yes.
Couple
Oh, am I in the
those,
wrong chat? No, I'm in the right one. Okay.
those cure moderate wounds ones that we got.
Yeah.
Mind hitting me up with a few of those, just in case.
Oh, that all went into Dio's bag of holding.
Oh,
Would you like a
I just
potion of
need-
cure
I just-
moderate wounds?
that works. I just need like the HP.
Yeah, you can just
Back
take
with his
one as
ticket.
part of like
Fine.
our conversations. You're just
Yeah.
we're schmoozing over Astraeus, and you're just sitting over in the corner, just drinking away at the potions.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that's funny.
All right.
Oh, I
A
like
little
it.
bit on mine. So as you guys make your way back to the dungeon, shall we say, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the cathedral area.
Sort of going back up the road that leads there, there are 3 figures standing in front of the doors,
Oh.
all black robed and hooded.
I will land on the ground. And
At this moment, the 3 of them will step forward as they see you. One moment. And one of the 3 begins to cast a spell.
okay.
Do you want to make a spellcraft check?
Would I like to make a spell check?
I'm just wondering. You didn't say anything, so...
I know. It just I'm just trying to absorb the situation. 31.
I think that should be enough. 15
Wait,
plus double the spell level, right? If that's the case, you know it either way.
Yeah.
They're casting Mage's Private Sanctum.
Ooh,
Okay.
juicy.
Spell ensures privacy. Anyone looking into the area from outside sees only a dark, foggy mass. Dark
Are
vision
they-
does not penetrate it. No sound, no matter how loud, can escape that area. Those inside can see outside normally. Divination spells cannot perceive anything within the area, and those within are immune to detect thoughts. The
Yep.
wall
Am I
prevents
able-
speech from those inside and those outside because it blocks sound, but does
This
not
is-
stop other
this
forms
is-
of communication.
Spoiler alert, this is what was used in the war room when everyone was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with my spellcraft check, am I able to see who is included in this spell? Or
It is a 30-foot cube per level, so it's
Okay.
as long as you guys are all fairly close, everybody's caught within it. It kind of creates just like a giant area of like gentle mists, basically.
oh,
And
Grace
you can
is
tell, and you can see outside, but no one outside can see in.
Okay, so it's just Raggy and these boys right now.
Well, if you guys stayed outside, sure, but if you came in, then
I
Well,
imagine
they-
I was close to Raggy because
They did. Well, they did say we
us.
need to go back. So
Yeah, true.
I'm like, yeah, I'm bringing my boys with me.
Hmm.
I'm bringing the squad goals.
So they're all in there. Cool.
Your Graces, I'm humbled by our first meeting.
a first meeting that isn't of dire straits, physical, in the flesh.
Quite right. I said as I give like a deep bow.
I
I'll
bow
give
because
one
he's
as
bowing.
well.
I don't know
Yeah.
who they are, but I bow because he's bowing.
Absolutely.
I would like to think that his Raggy's associates think that if Raggy is bowing,
Yes. we-
Indeed. Yeah.
in
I bow
fact-
because
Yeah.
he's bowing.
Straightforward.
In fact,
So I
he's
know
gonna
that
get.
Ragnael and Dio know. I absolutely know Astraeus doesn't know.
Uh-huh.
Sabelius,
But I do it because
would
you do it?
assume-
He kind
I
of
would
knows
assume-
because he knows about the shroud split.
Yeah, he knows of.
He doesn't know
knows
who
of
these
them, but
specific
He doesn't know
are.
specifically who they are, but he knows of stuff.
You know of the Midnight Cipher, but that doesn't necessarily know that you.
I mean that I know that these guys are from there.
Did Ragnael? Did it ever get explained to you that you kind of guys generally worked for the Midnight Cipher, or no?
I don't think that was ever explained.
I don't think so either. That's why I was kind of.
I don't
that's
think
just to
Raggy-
take into
it-
mind for this next part.
Raggy
I think
never
it was just
mentioned-
sort of like a. I think it was just sort of like a hand wave, evil organization thing.
Yeah,
But,
I don't think he mentioned by name just for the explicit purposes of the secrecy that he would assume were demanded of the Midnight Cipher.
Yeah, my
But
assumption
Raggy
was that
did make it known that he did have superiors.
Yep.
Okay.
So
We work under Ragnael, but
I'm going to assume that that these are the superiors that Raggy knows was mentioning, but
Mhm.
my assumption
I'm sure.
about the Midnight Cipher was that if you're in, you know; if you're out, you don't.
Fair enough. I'm just wondering that way it just helps with the role play as it comes up. So
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's gonna actually bow very deeply, get down to one knee, and just. Because he sees himself as being even lower than Raggy, and if Raggy's bowing deeply, then he needs to,
prostrate himself.
And he's just down on one knee. He's not gonna fucking
I
like
know.
kowtow.
I know. I'm being a shit.
Meh.
Rise. There's no need to bow now. Things are close and moving quickly, which means that the three of us have agreed that it makes the most sense now to finish opening to what is the right word here? This is me being an idiot.
To reveal.
To reveal what is needed for the next steps. And, well, we'll explain more if you would be willing to follow us. As once again, the same person who cast Private Sanctum is casting another spell.
I will spellcraft that too. Oh, not that. God damn it! I keep. Right. There we go.
Even though that's low, it still is enough, because 15 plus double the spell level. Nah, it's good enough. I'm fine. I don't care. He's casting Mage's Magnificent Mansion. And as he finishes, basically a door sort of just kind of opens up. Just. Please, join us as the three of them sort of shuffle into the door.
Of course. Now, Mage's Magnificent Mansion, is that like kind of a Doctor Who thing where like it's a different on the inside kind of thing?
Conjure up an extra-dimensional dwelling that has a single entrance on the plane from which it was cast. The entry point looks like a faint shimmering in the air, about 4 feet wide and 8 feet high. Only those you designate may enter the mansion, and the portal is shut and made invisible behind you when you enter. You may open it again from your own side at will. Once observers have passed beyond the entrance, they are in a magnificent foyer with numerous chambers beyond. The atmosphere is clean, fresh, and warm. They created whatever floor plan they wanted. The place is furnished and contains foodstuffs to serve a 9-course banquet to 12 people per caster level.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow, that's
Hey.
swanky.
Yeah, 9-course for 12 people per caster level. So, probably got a good at least 15 banquets to go out of it.
Yeah, true.
A staff of near-transparent servants, as many as 2 per caster level, liveried and obedient, wait upon all who enter, acting as the unseen servant spell, except that they are somewhat visible.
Think Astraeus is the type of power that dwells within you.
The one who cast it waits patiently for you guys to enter before he does, because otherwise the door shuts behind you.
Right.
Yep.
So Raggy will begin walking forward towards the entrance.
Same here.
It follows.
And I will follow.
So there is a slight cricking of a head of the person who cast it as they look at Astraeus. And then perception checks from everybody who's not entered yet. So it's probably Sabelius and Astraeus more than likely.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Wait. Fuck. That's not my roll. That's something else.
Friendly.
So Astraeus, you're going to recognize that there's a slight. What's the right way to put it?
Oh.
Because of your gaze, you can look at things, you see things. That, there's the slight crick of the head as if in curiosity, and then the whole body of this person seems to almost freeze for a second, as if recognizing something before immediately quashing it, basically.
Do I notice
That's-
the same thing, or was I just shy of it?
You did not. You were shy of it.
Yeah.
Fuck. I was
So
gonna
you
say I
walk
could
in,
sense
though.
motive him.
I'm shy
And
of it as
then,
well.
What's that? Try sense motive?
I should. Try
You're already
sense
in the door.
motive.
Oh well.
Should I try?
You could
sense
try to
motive?
see, based on your perception. Yeah, sure. You can make a sense motive to see if you can discern anything about what was happening.
32.
You're not sure why he's reacting in the way he is.
Hmm.
Although I'm just gonna say, just because of the way your magical power works, you do note that you were probably not about to be allowed access, and now you are. So.
Oh, cool. Yay. I have access.
So, you guys all go into this magnificent little mansion, basically.
Nice.
There is a well-set table set for everybody here, pretty much. And a couple of seemingly semi-transparent servants running around setting food and drink and all kinds of wondrous things on the table to eat.
All right. Cool.
The three masters are already set at pretty much the other end of the table, shall we say. One of them at the head of the table, the other two flanking.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much were the silver arrow feeding me?
Probably not a lot.
Fed
You were
about
probably
9
being
then.
giving... It's one of those, like, they were giving you food to subsist on. Like, you were able
Yeah.
to survive, but then you weren't getting
Pieces of jerky here and
Fucking
there.
oatmeal. Like,
Yeah.
like leftover porridge.
Like, there's like a whole ass hog on this table. Like,
Nice.
a full,
gonna-
well-cooked hog, and like a turkey, and like, basically whatever the fuck you want to eat is probably here, so.
I'm just gonna look at it. I'm gonna restrain myself, but I'm looking at it, looking back to Raggy, looking at it, mouth watering.
Well, Raggy's actually waiting for like a non-verbal cue of please indulge or something.
Yeah, which is why I'm just looking
So-
at him like.
He would not want to be so rude.
The one of them at the head of the table sits there and basically says, "Well, what are you all waiting for? Please."
Drink the wine.
Thank
It's
you
not
for your
poisoned.
We appreciate your kindness, and Raggy will begin cutting up a piece of fillet.
Sounds good. And it's rather difficult to eat without. And as you guys are eating, the masters, at least for a few moments, don't do anything, and then they all kind of look at each other and they're like, all right, I guess we might as well indulge as well. And they take off their hoods so they can eat.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You see 3 figures. 2 of them you don't recognize, but one of them you do recognize.
I knew it! I fucking knew it! I've known it for 3 fucking years! I fucking knew it!
I'm not gonna lie, that threw me.
Let's go!
So,
I
sorry
knew-
about the
I didn't realize
whole
that was
going mad. Sorry about the whole going mad thing with the fucking thing, whatever. The fucking resurrection. Anyway.
Does he look well recovered?
Better than he did before.
Excellent.
Judge Master. And he bows his head.
I see you've made.
recognition.
And can I play a little rule of cool here?
Sure.
Looking up slightly from his eyes, they'll be able to tell. Ragnael looks at the other two, not certain when he sees Abathur.
You might know who they are if you make the right knowledge checks, but
Well, first I'll do this thing focused on Abathur. He'll note that he may be only slightly surprised and says, "So you've made your recovery quite the recovery, my friend."
thank you, Ragnael. I'm
Like,
glad that you recognize.
Like he may not have expected the
The reveal.
I'm not sure if he would have taken by surprise. Wait, that wasn't the expression of surprise I was expecting.
I get you. Abathur's going to sort of look at you and go, "You're a lot smarter than I might have even anticipated, Ragnael.
Flattery gets you everywhere in life. Isn't that what I always said when I first came to Spiredown?
Of course. So, if you'd like, you guys can make knowledge nobility checks regarding the other two.
Yes! Wait, one of the few knowledge checks I actually put more than 1 point into. It's still only a 6.
Nobility.
This is not
Nobility,
my area.
yes.
I'm gonna make it because I can.
This is not
Damn
my area. I'm
Is it
gonna
one
roll
for?
on-
Is it one for each or
Damn
one
it!
in general? Damn!
Well, shit. Apparently the kid's gonna know more about him than you do.
Damn it!
Apparently.
Wow, I
That's
can't
weird.
fucking type. I can't fucking type tonight.
You know, little
You're fine.
orphans hear things. It happens.
Yeah, this is not my area.
Apparently.
It's all good. So, what's going to end up happening is that Abathur's going to look over at Sabelius here real quick. And when Sabelius was kind of like church master, and Abathur's going to be like, Sabelius, honestly, I'm actually rather surprised to have seen you so naturally join up into Ragnael's cell. But I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. The hands of fate move in mysterious ways.
Oh, they were certainly. What's the
You
word I
did
want to use?
well. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say. Oh, the hands of fate certainly were quite generous in delivering me into its hands.
And it makes a lot of this far, far easier to explain to you. It really does. You did amazingly with your information gather. It will help greatly the final hours of the Midnight Cypher's. I am not only the master of the church, but I am also one of these masters, shall we? And you have helped us greatly in stopping the terrible action of the Silver Arrow. And you have my gratitude.
As it happens, he says, as to
And
elegant-
before we finish that, I just want to get to the nobility checks, just so you know who the others are.
absolutely go for it.
I'm going to say they're not necessarily difficult to know, but they're also not... What's the right word? They're going to probably have to end up introducing themselves, although Astraeus... I'm going to say you recognize at least one of them for some reason, which is also ironic. In that you were... Let's say you do... you have knowledge check, so obviously you do research at some point. Go to the free local library or
Oh, yeah.
something.
You read your history
I
books.
I probably don't have
You
much
read your
entertainment
Your
sources.
Spiredown. You studied the phone book.
Yeah, I studied phone book.
I studied the crystal ball book.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
I didn't have
And,
the 5 gold pieces for a library card, so I just was reading the reference section. The phone book.
Basically, one of the higher noble, one of the two, so there's 3 here. There's Abathur, there is a male dwarf, and a female, what were they? The fetchling.
Fetchlings.
Yes. You know that she comes from Itwal, and you know of her because...
Of Renee.
Because Renee was related to Ragnael at some point. So...
Yes, I did my research. I love
So
Number
it
1.
is one of it is Renee's mother from Itwal, one of
Oh,
the
shit.
higher nobles of that city, shall we say.
Mommy.
Basically.
I missed you, mommy.
So, anyways, and then as for the dwarf, I would say technically what it is like it's a more obscure thing, but then at the same time it's like I'm trying to think. It's like technically the DC should be low. What should the fucking DC be for something like? How does that work? Like, why would the DC be higher to know who the king is than it would be to know who fucking some squire for some knight is, right? Like,
I
Well,
don't
what the
know.
fuck should it be?
You're the GM. You can say that's not how it works.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure how it would work.
Like why they do it that way?
Well,
I
let's
don't
start
know.
with
What would
this.
more obscure? I think what would more obscure noble knowledge be? You might at least know who somebody is, but you might not necessarily know what they do.
Like,
Yeah.
all right, let me
Yes.
let me
Yes.
let me put it like this. So, say that there's a very well-known house of dukes. You would like it would be probably easier to know who the duke is because he's the one who like oversees the territory, makes the laws. But you may not know who the fourth to the throne, the fourth to the house, to the master of the house, the master of the dukedom will be. Who's fourth in line? You know.
Or
That
like
would make
That's how I see it.
you'll know, for example, Skyrim, you'll know the name of the Jarl, but you won't know the name of the steward.
Yeah.
Well, you'll know the name of the Jarl and his first son, but not the other sons. Of the,
You'll
other
know the
daughters.
knight. You'll know the great knight commandant, but you won't know. You may not know one of his squires or something.
You might,
Yeah.
yeah, you might know like.
That's
It's
how
when,
I see it.
as the knowledge gets more complicated, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
might also know. You might even roll so high. You know what the squire has for his third breakfast.
Maybe.
You never know.
They have
Another
third breakfast.
57.
I
What
thought
about
there was
your
only
breakfast?
second breakfast.
You
Does a
had the
54
Toll and toast on Wednesday.
Does a 54 grant me omniscience?
Jesus.
Possibility.
I mean, what do you think? But anyways,
My God.
Ragnael, I'm gonna give it to you because he actually So, there is a dwarven city in Keonan, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can't come up with a name right now.
So the way
I'm
it
sorry, I
works in
haven't had a lot of
Kyonin
time
is
to prepare.
there's a dwarven mountain village of sorts, but dwarves also serve in the capital as well,
Okay.
as
Well,
well
you
as
know
the
who
guild city.
You know who he is because he is basically a second-hand man to some kind of a king. I'm not sure what king or queen or anything would be.
I will
anywhere.
figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll
I
leave it
actually,
to
well,
you.
funny story. I did. Well, let me. I'm gonna DM this to you.
Go ahead.
It's not étoile, it's étoilé.
You know,
It's French.
I'm bad at French,
yes,
but I
that was
set
the
it up.
point.
Kai said it
That
wrong
was
first.
The point. It's supposed to be.
He set the bad example.
Yeah, how dare you?
Jesus.
So give me names real quick, because I forget. I didn't have a lot of time to try to work on things.
Names for these people?
These two weren't like, yeah, they weren't like the most.
Okay, so Renee's mother, Marguerite.
Marjorie?
Marguerite. Let me spell it in the chat for you.
So Marguerite Deja. Sure, we can go with that because you gave me a name. So
Yeah, that works. I don't care anymore.
Marguerite Deja.
What the fuck?
Marguerite.
Margarine.
Marjorie.
Oh my God. Oh, geez.
But most will just call her Deja, Madame Deja. And then
Marge?
the dwarf.
Marge?
Marge.
Homer?
Marge?
God damn.
1 minute, sweetie!
Homie!
I am your character arc. Marge? I did get eggs for Bart. Oh my God.
Okay, the
I
other dwarf
fucking-
guy. Do we have a name theme for dwarves, like, at all?
I'm gonna give him a name. I'm gonna call him Ackrold Spellhammer. There you go.
Cool.
Mackerel.
I have
I
no
will
clue if that
note
comes
this
from
for
anything,
Fiona.
but he is a not a
DM.
king or a leader proper, but he is a fucking
I DM'd
basically
it to
an
you, don't worry.
advisor of sorts. So
Shorts.
Yeah.
Of shorts.
The visor of shorts.
I think that was a Freudian slip.
the visor of shorts. What?
And then you said advisor of shorts. I think that might have just been a Freudian slip.
Advisor.
Anyways.
of me.
An advisor to the king in Vera. So we'll go with that. You know him from that because you come from Kionin, so you would more readily know that knowledge.
One moment.
So,
Oh, okay.
moving back into things, was there something you were going to say, Ragnael, or shall I go ahead and continue?
When Abatha was
he's-
talking to Sabelius.
When he was
Yeah.
talking about the evil actions of this silver arrow, Ragnael kind of chimed in and said, "As it happens, the young man here was about to meet another, was almost another victim of their string of kidnappings, like my previous apprentice. But we had arrived just in time to stop."
Yes. In fact, we were watching the entire time. Divinations are certainly powerful spells, but before we continue, it would be far remiss of us to at least do proper introductions. Although, you may well know who we all are already, Ragnael, but your guests, your cell, may well not.
Of course, I recognize you, Lord Headmaster.
Hmm.
Is
So, of course, Churchmaster Abathur, at your service, looking at all three of you.
Mhm.
The lady to his left chimed. Madame Deja of Etoile. Pleasure.
Enchanté.
And the final one, I don't want to just give him a fucking Scottish accent. Fuck that shit.
No, he's from Vera. Give him a Vera accent, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't
All
know
of
what that
them
would be. A
at once.
Ragnael accent. I don't fucking know.
Gonna be
Gotta
Ragnael
talk like
accent.
Ragnael.
Hey, he's from
Ragnael, but-
Berenice.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Baronish.
Ragnael is from Berenice, not
Baronish.
those barbarians from across the mountains.
Oof.
I mean, that's not geographically accurate, but okay.
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna okay.
The stuff.
Once these campaigns are
stuff.
done, I'll work it out with you.
I know. I'm giving you shit. Let me put the shovel away because I'm just having fun. All right.
I know.
I'm just gonna yank
Okay,
the
so
shovel
just-
across the room.
No, just he's look. Here's the thing. The dwarf is noble. Yeah, just give him a raggy accent.
Yeah.
Akrald
your best,
Spellhammer
Ragnael.
at your service.
There it is. That can work.
Yeah.
From across the sea, the same place that Ragnael himself comes from. Well, across the sea, not specifically. Never mind. You know bits and pieces of them here and there. It's because you've read
Mhm.
about them.
Mhm.
Well, now that we're all acquainted and we are eating, I suppose this would be the point where we will open up for your question. That is what we need to do here. And I won't tell you to be quick and finish your food, but... Oh. We hope to be finished by the time Zareth comes back.
So he did vanish.
This
for
is
some
Abathur
reason.
speaking.
Mhm.
I'm leaving that open for the roleplay, whatever you guys want to do.
Ah, so I'm to understand you are not privy to whatever it is you wish to share with.
If you're speaking Luna, I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're speaking. Your deep voice is very quiet.
Unfortunately, it's soprano problems.
Yeah.
I no longer have those problems.
God damn it.
Well,
No, never mind. I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna retract what I said
Okay.
anyway.
well, my first inquiry. The correlation between the woman beneath the woman beneath the old cathedral and the creature that was unleashed in the castle.
Azathoth. You know the name.
Yes, and Azathoth. I would like to know their relationship. She knows
Rather
what it
curious
is.
as well.
She knows what it is. She has alluded as much.
And how that circle magic of it works.
There's a reason we sat there and brought you in on this deal.
Mm.
Because of what research you had been doing into the very same circle. And unfortunately, your antics in Renfall unfortunately proved many of our original problems with that circle correct.
I see.
It doesn't work exactly as we intended. It's supposed to... what is the best way to put it? Well, I'll have to let Abathor do more explanation on it. But suffice it to say, it involves the powers of Azathoth himself, which you, unwittingly, happened to awaken when you first attempted your magic.
I see.
That is what drove the Silver Arrow to suddenly begin, well, what caused them to suddenly begin a massive shift in their plans. He awoke far, far earlier than they were expecting. Far earlier than we were expecting too, but it looks like it may all work out in our favor in the end.
I would certainly hope so. A question.
what?
One more. Another question, if I may. Are you familiar with my accomplice, Lady Enya?
To some degree. She is a witch of some notable skill, and we utilize her for her various needs. For our various needs.
I see. I only ask this because she was the one that first introduced me to the concept of circle magic.
And I assume to Azathoth's name as well.
Indeed.
Yes, we made sure to give that to her, just in case what happened at the resurrection happened. Abathor sort of gives a little... I wasn't expecting it myself either. It's a good thing that we made sure there was a backup, just in case.
Mm-hmm. And
The Azathoth is uncontrollable at the best of times.
Could you tell me more about this experimentation process? Does it require the power of naturally born sorcerers and the like?
So, Abathor's going to lean down. Far beneath the ground, and we as the Shroud were interested in its power. So we studied it, we researched it, because it spread beyond more than just the deep, dank corridors and labyrinthine vaults of the dwarves. Its power seeps into everything. Everything. As we were watching you all emerge from the cathedral, I saw you end up getting sick, Ragnael. You are not, shall we say, compatible with. Most living things aren't. And as its presence within everyone grows and grows until it eventually eats them from inside. It requires vast amounts of knowledge and power to even contain it, but by doing so, that is why you see us sitting here before you. We have lived for hundreds of years, thanks to our understanding and being able to control it. That is the ultimate aim of the Midnight Cipher. To control Azathoth's power and to use it. And now that you are privy to this information, I imagine it would not be uncouth of me to say that perhaps now there sit 4 masters and 3 at this table.
So it would seem.
So
He
it would
says.
seem.
He says with a bit of a nod.
And Tabitha
There
returns it with
is.
a so it would seem.
There is a bit. I'm not sure of the word, but whereas if he had come to understand this months ago, without like some of the health repercussions and the like, and like everything that's happened around him and people that have been affected by it, he would have looked a lot more. He probably would have shown signs of much more elegant elation. But this time, here near the end, even after all that's been said and done through the loss of companions, and gain of new ones, and his ascendance from a shop owner to a marquis of the region, it's more of just a reflective, in its own way, almost a little somber.
I was literally just about to say that.
And you can tell that he is trying to say something, but he's trying to think of a way how to. But you can visibly tell he's attempting to figure out how to phrase it. And considering that you consider me among the masters now, may I speak freely?
We are equals here. I would say you can. And,
Well.
of course, if you do not mind me interrupting quickly, the others here are now privy to this information as well, because for you, Dio, a longtime companion and one of the few we found curious enough to look into this magic on your own, Sabelius, your service to the church is very, very much noted and appreciated.
And he nods.
And for you, young one, looking at Astraeus, you are privy to this information as well, because you will be a vital key to finishing the work that needs to be done.
Confusion.
Oh, sure. I'm sure
Huh?
Astraeus would be confused.
What?
That makes 2 questions. So the first one is my first of 2 new inquiries.
Whatever we can fill you in on.
Regarding Astraeus here, what would need to be done?
What exactly are you asking? It's a bit vague.
It is... You must understand. It is my understanding, due to what I learned from Sabelius, about what is happening to Sparrow, my previous apprentice. If I am to understand that the Shroud was once one organization before splitting into the Silver Arrow and the Midnight Cipher. It is my understanding that the Silver Arrow are performing experiments on Sparrow, ones that we were not able to ascertain or understand. I am only to assume that she is that whatever they are doing to her is would be bringing her onto harm, and perfect change of music for what's about to happen here.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I know loss. I understand loss in my time across the sea. Lord Headmaster, you know what happened with my mentor. And you must understand that I cannot, by the pledge that I made to him, I cannot and would dare not allow extensive harm to come unto those who do not deserve it. I want to preserve order to the best of my ability, and if seizing control of Azathoth and his comings, if it will put an end to everything I've borne witness to, stop the havoc and what happened to you, my Lord Abathur, from continuing to happen. I suppose I'm only seeking assurance that first, another innocent like Astraeus here will not come unto more harm. And furthermore, that the ends that which justify the means would not bring more abhorrent loss on account of resolve.
This is Abathur again. You can be rest assured, Ragnael, our goal is not to cause harm. Not if we can't help it. This Azathoth, although has great power, is also a dangerous being. And difficult to describe as well. But in regards to your apprentice, we cannot know for sure exactly what the Silver Arrow may be doing with her, although Ackrold has had his personal theories as to it. The best thing that I can say for you is that Sparrow wasn't... Well, actually, now that I think about it, it'd be better for me to even explain what I was about to say in the first place. So when we have said before that Alondra was naturally connected to the beast, she's not the only one. There is one that we had found recently, and now apparently two. Madeline. I'm sure you remember her. Abathur took her up into his care.
I wondered as much.
Indeed. She has a natural connection of some sort to Azathoth. But, to be entirely honest, we're not entirely sure why. It could be location, it could be that she grew up in a city that was... She could be that it had something to do with... We're not entirely sure. And now we have a second. And he looks over at Astraeus.
Huh?
The powers you were showing, though they appear similar to magic and react in much the same way, is born of a natural connection to this beast's power. You may not know exactly what we're talking about, but open your ears enough, boy, and I'm sure you will learn more than anything from all of the great minds that sit at this table.
Not.
Shit. Right. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking.
No, I'm sorry. I kind of dumped a bit of a speech on you there too. So
You're fine. So Ackrold then goes, so with that explanation out of the way, we must admit we're not sure why the Silver Arrow took Sparrow. She's not naturally connected to the beast in any sort of way, and the only theories that I have is that perhaps they expected to either convince her to join their side, or perhaps to do the same thing they've been trying to do for centuries, to banish the beast from this world entirely. And Sparrow, just like the rest of you, has been visited by the beast's power, touched by Azathoth's power, which of course grows inside you as a corruption, but at the same time if properly controlled, an amazing source of power. But that is about the only thing that I can theorize. That is why they were aiming for Madeline, for sure, for her natural connection, to attempt to cleanse her of it in some sense. More than likely. Ultimately, Ragnael, this is Abathur again. We would not have brought you on board this far just to sit there and immediately contradict everything you believe. Just like you, we want nothing more than to bring order to the world, to end chaos, to stop destruction, needless and pointless death and destruction. And what better way to do that than to have an unstoppable force on your side? We have watched you, and we have come to expect that you most likely agree with our assessment.
Certainly, with all that has happened in the past few months, gives rise to a situation where we would need, as you said, an unstoppable force. Oh my god.
Especially with the dragon just barely on our doorstep. Because as I would imagine that as of this point, it's still roughly taking place around the same.
And it's only a few months since that crater, since Spiredown became a crater.
Well, I guess this kind of boils down to what Wuten thinks. Is this about the same time that they're...
We're getting to be about the same time as main campaign is right now.
Okay.
Yeah. We're
So
around about the
Morgalla
same time.
So Morgalla, as of now, is still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Considering Morgalla, that I cannot deny.
The literal dragon of chaos and arrogance himself.
That actually makes a lot of fucking... That actually kind of makes a big difference. All this time I was kind of assuming that this was kind of post Morgalla, but we've done a lot of intermingling.
This is Morgalla.
We've done a lot of intermingling since then.
Yeah.
The idea is it's roughly taking place at the same time. I'm assuming as of the moment he hasn't been defeated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes the decision a lot more easier for Ragnael to kind of solidify around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, there's no threats. The dragon's... Oh, there's still a dragon. Okay. It's like, yes, considering... Okay, in that case... is considering the presence that Morgana is still alive. Then she said, like, in all the, considering his, like, the being of, like, what do you say? She say, like, arrogance.
She said
Considering
that he is the dragon of chaos and arrogance himself, and she had said, we've been watching you for a while, and we assume you agree with our assessment.
Yes. And who's to say that it all ends should he ever be bested? The power
Nothing
vacuum.
does.
The power vacuum could be enormous. Other dragons could rise to try and claim his throne.
And what better way to stop them than to make sure that we can put them beneath our... Put them on a leash. Make them know what it was like to be humans. To be the goodly races, shall we say, for so many centuries. So long before, when they would look down upon us as if we were the ants. Am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
No, I'm listening. I mean, I'm going to be honest again. Knowing that this is still pre-Morgana death is making this a lot more solidifying for me.
Fair.
It's fair. It's fair. You know, literal dragon of death and destruction. You know,
I would very much like to see the champions prevail, and yet his eyes. He holds his position with like his hand, with like his fingers stroking his chin, but then his eyes simply just move up and he says, "Very well. Though that does bring me to another point of interest." He's going to reach over for... Let's see if it was my bag of holding that I put it in.
what was it?
The Void Book.
Ah.
Was that in mine or someone else?
I think that was in yours.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I'm going to put on a glove and I'm going to open up my bag, and they're going to notice that with great caution beneath the table, I'm starting to kind of stand up and very cautiously reaching into a bag of holding.
Okay.
And I'm going to step away from the table a bit and pull out the book with the void on it. And I'm going to place it on probably a nearby table that's like maybe devoid of food or whatever.
They are going to look at it with some intrigue.
This is something we found as from our most recent excursion beneath the cathedral. It was in a library, and within the mouths of a statue of a serpent. That being said, it seemed to be, considering its make and where we found it precisely, I deemed it had some relatively great importance.
That is not familiar to me at all. From Ackrold. Abathur's going to look up and he's going to say, "A library, you say?"
There were several beneath the cathedral. This one rested beyond illusions of the past, which we all made ourselves privy to.
Illusions of the past. Perhaps she, in the intervening years, has found some means of changing things, Abathur. Yes, that would make sense.
If I recall right, and he's going to look to the other three, and the Sabelius and Dio, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You correct me if I was mistaken in recalling. One was in a forest with several Hell Knights that actually ended up killing one of my other associates, declaring lands of their own. Another, the second, was inside a great what's the word I'm looking for?
Volcano.
A great, a volcano, but like
An underground
An-
chamber.
like a volcanic ruin of sorts, where we witnessed Alondra kill. What was his name? Solano?
Solaire.
Solaire, that's
Solaire.
right.
Motherfucker.
And a third in a burning town, a dwarf on the ground.
Solaire. It has been so long since I've heard that name.
Oh?
It sounds as though
Praise the
Alondra has
motherfucking
done
sun.
some re-architecture while we've been gone. And for some reason, having put memories. Solaire was the original fourth master of our little group,
Oh,
who
shit.
is, sadly, no longer with us.
Oh,
Thanks to her. We originally used her as the first experiment, discovering that she had the connections with Azathoth, using the magic similar to as you did, Dio, and granting it to her in a sense, which she took great pleasure in utilizing. The knights that you would have recognized most likely were part of the original founders of Spiredown itself, an order of knights from place you're from, moving west, as these lands when these lands were originally colonized.
Founders of Spire.
Indeed. And she took her pleasure in dispatching of. But from what little I can remember and discern from what spells we've had, from what research we've done, and what magics we've used to look into the past, the easy answer is that, well, she almost lost complete control. And I am afraid that Azathoth might well have broken free into this world, much like a demon would. And we ended up capturing and sealing her away in the cathedral while she was in the process of a lich ritual. As to why she was doing that, perhaps more power, I guess. Becoming a lich is a fairly useful thing for,
My
well,
fucking god, Goody.
Sorry.
in terms of ritual. God damn it.
A ritual, if you will.
If you will.
There you are.
If your intentions are truly evil and you have no other means of escaping.
Excellent.
Which is why she's been down there and seemingly doing what she wished with this cathedral. Which now I'm somewhat worried. He knows what he's doing. He will come out alive. You would not have brought him along for the ride otherwise, Abath. Fair enough. Hopefully, he should be back any moment now.
Who? Oh,
Zareth.
you mean Zareth? Is he taking care of her, you said?
Not taking care of her. See,
Sabelius' eyes narrow a bit.
the final, as he's reported to us, I'm sure you recognize that he has a unique relationship with us as the Masters. Now, as you are one, he's had direct contact, basically worked directly for us. You could say our cell, very similar to yours, save that he was the only one, reporting directly to us on matters of what was happening. The final door seems to remain the same. The entity we were able to harness and chain to defend the door remains intact, meaning that whatever is behind it remains intact. Meaning her book and her phylactery should still be there.
Does he mean like behind the door that we hadn't gone through yet?
Yep.
Yes. And we have sent him to retrieve them, seeing as, I suppose, your caution denied you to do so otherwise.
Well, to be honest, she was quite a powerful mage in her own right. Especially if she was able to shape the very fabric of the tomb beneath it herself.
We did not realize the extent to which she had changed things, which is why I'm now worried. We may well want to go check on him. That might be a good idea. Perhaps your excitement got ahead of your judgment, Abathur. He's going to kind of look at her with a side eye a little bit. It may be the last moments, but that does not mean we let our judgment drop. It is probably best that we were to go and check on him and make sure everything's okay. Between he just kind of seems to get lost in thought for a moment. By the way, Ackroyd says, if you don't mind, let us know what you find in that book. I do believe that something of it should be of use. Looking at the weird void book.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky.
That we have not stabbed yet.
Void book.
Yes.
No, for a moment we had considered this to be the phylactery, but if it lies deeper within the doors...
Oh, no. In fact, like I said, we don't recognize the book at all. In fact, there shouldn't have even been a library in the first place. Which is why we're concerned. But what it probably means is that she's been spending her time down there, well, writing books. Imagine to keep from going more mad than she already was.
I'm trying to think how to word this next part. So if she continues to go unchecked, he says, as if kind of alluding to, a what if question towards the other masters.
Mm-hmm.
So he's implying the question. So if she continues to go unchecked like this, hoping to get some kind of response from the others.
Do we suspect that she may break free?
The wards have held strong for a long time, but... well, I guess that's why we're looking after the phylactery and such now. More questions can be answered later. We're going after him. Abathur stands up and looks to the other two and then kind of looks across the table at you guys.
Suppose now the duty falls to me as well, considering my new position.
And of course, we would not foist it upon you without your consent, although I would have expected that you were not going to refuse, Ricard.
Considering what is at stake, it would be foolish for us to do so.
Right then. Let's go make sure that... Okay.
Among the 7 of us, we should be sitting real pretty.
Mm-hmm.
We hope.
One would hope.
If we can get Zareth, 8 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So they pretty much immediately file out.
All right.
Let's do this. Going
So
in,
when you
saving
guys
the
file
room.
out and out back into the village itself, the private sanctum is still up. It hasn't gone away. And the first thing you hear is, I could have sworn I said that I would come in when I was good and ready.
Oh.
Zareth standing there.
Huh?
Ah, you made it back then?
Did you manage to get a hold of it? Yes, exactly what you told me. As he opens up his hand to show a small necklace with a box on it of some kind, seemingly a little metal box on it.
So,
immediately, the masters cast Greater Detect Magic, pretty much. So. And then Abathor mutters, "Good, the wards are still intact." Ugh.
So, to
Will
kind
they
of,
take
I
this
guess,
from me?
so I guess to kind of inquire out of character, kind of based on the conversation we all kind of had here, fuck.
Dis the phylactery. Yeah.
Are we like concerned that she's gonna like break out and cause like mass destruction with her well-channeled power with Azathoth?
Well, at least originally they didn't look like they were worried about it. So.
But they are now.
They are now because she's got
Well,
control
less so
over the
now
dungeon
because
than we
Abathor
would
has
like.
just muttered the wards are still intact. Good.
Okay, so now we're caught up with that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is this a preemptive thing?
Yes.
To a
basically.
degree, I guess you could
We're
say.
just making making sure that the wards
That
are
she
staying in
can't
place.
do
That the
anything
magical
that
lich
might not
is still locked away, not able to get out. You know.
Just make
making
sure that she can't
Just a-
do anything
just
that
a
we wouldn't
preemptive
like.
check. Just checking up on things.
Y'all can make perception checks if you like.
Just casually.
All right.
Yep. Casual perception checks.
It's my new band name.
Casual perception checks.
Oh, finally! Now I'm rolling good perception checks. Only took me fucking all night.
Okay. Okay. So, Abathor finally sort of takes the necklace off of off Xeroth, basically. And sort of turns, I guess, to the rest of you guys, because you guys aren't the ones who know, so turning to you to sort of explain. The wards themselves are not necessarily upon the cathedral itself, but instead upon the phylactery. It does not necessarily matter where it goes. It's not tied to the location. But the very fact that she was able to manipulate it says that perhaps she was able to become somewhat familiar with the area of her imprisonment. So, as it stands, we feel it's probably best to remove it from the area for now.
So we're transporting a Lich's phylactery then.
We will hold on to it, yes. And, well, who knows? Maybe there'll be some measure of use for it in the upcoming ritual. I do believe we have not exactly explained that part either. Right, I can do it.
That's kind of what Raggy was asking about earlier, considering how they were saying, like, Astraeus will come in handy and shit.
Yeah.
It has taken us a long time to do the proper research and experimentation required on Azathoth. And we're pretty sure we have exactly what we need in order to summon forth his power and bind it to us, the Master, that we might utilize it to bring order and stability to the world. But part of that ritual requires at least one naturally occurring connection, shall we say, which, easier to say, would be a key. Whether Astraeus or Madeline, or perhaps whether we can use both and maybe it makes the process better. Something that we need to take these last few weeks to finish out properly. Now that we have the Orb of Annihilation in our possession, that the dwarves so jealously guarded, we now have everything that we need. And the sooner the better, that should the champions fail, we can succeed. Should the champions succeed, we will succeed even beyond.
That's me humming, not Ragnael.
You're fine.
Perfect change of music, though.
True.
This is just whatever the video was. I'm glad it's just working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's working. It's working.
There's been like 6 perfect music transitions.
It's great.
An additional thought for me, just as DM, is like, I could possibly use this in like as like a small reference in the upcoming final conflict between.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
am
I was
using-
hoping that
I
I can.
am
Once
using
everything's
this. So
once everything is said and done, I was hoping to get with you guys to finish kind of fleshing the rest of it out. So
yeah, it's tasty, tasty, delicious. Anyway,
My character's sitting here, confusion. I understand, yes? No.
So then, Ragnael, if you would perchance be able to take the book that you found, that she may have written, and if you might be able to peruse its contents, perhaps something in there will glean some more information that could be useful in this ritual. I imagine she would be writing about her experiences somewhere, and that book may well be it.
all right. So he will head over to that table, grab the book again, and
You would have had to have grabbed it before you left the
Oh,
yeah,
sanctum.
we
The
grabbed it.
sanctum
Yeah,
is
we
closed.
grabbed it.
We totally grabbed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all wouldn't have left that.
Freaky
would've been
deaky
dumb.
book.
All of us, fuck, we left the book!
so my thought is, I guess mechanics wise, would we be able to take a little rest / break so we'd be able to study this book a bit?
Mhm.
We were going to come to that last one. in which if you say, if you're going to say like, yes, of course, then
You would, yeah.
Abathor is going to go, then in 2 weeks' time, we'll meet back here.
Did
2
you say
weeks.
10 days or 10 years?
2 weeks.
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Okay. I'm like, what?
10 years? What?
Look, when you're an immortal, time passes differently, okay?
Yeah.
It's true. It's
They
true.
did just say time is of the essence, though, so.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Yeah, but it's still relative.
In 2 weeks' time, then. Now,
We will see you here, Ragnael.
indeed,
And
all
then,
of us will be present. Among all of
so they
this,
all
there's
kind of
no
nod and they.
among the 7 of us sorry, Zerf. Among the 8 of us together, I see no reason we would not prevail.
That makes sense.
Shit! I did have See, I did have one more question for the for Lady
Madame Deja.
Madame
Deja.
Deja. I'm trying to think if Raggy would ask it though. Like he may have been curious about it, but I don't think he would be. He maybe almost have been rude to ask. So
I'm assuming it has to do with Renee. Am I wrong on that?
not exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
You can always
say
just
what
ask
it was. Say what
Okay.
it was,
me. Yeah,
and
just say
then
it.
yeah.
It was
We can help you
more.
figure out whether he would have asked.
It was more like so they did they know about the results of after the giant battle? They were watching that, right?
Well, they would have had to, otherwise they wouldn't have known that the orb appeared.
Okay.
So does she know what happened to Renee?
So here's my thought. The question would be, and the music once again perfect. Among the condolences, I am sorry for the loss of your daughter, but in 2 weeks' time, would you be able to handle the loss of 2?
You can make a sense motive if you'd like.
Gladly.
I want to sense motive, but I don't know if I would.
Oh, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. Oh,
Yes.
Oh, there's the roll. It popped up.
if there was a
You
time
can
for
tell.
a natural 20, if there was a time for a natural 20 in roleplay, it would be this.
So you said that it was your condolences for
It's like
the
you
loss,
might-
but in 2 weeks' time.
Will you? So basically, it was in. I don't know if he would ask this in front of everybody or off to the side, but
They all started kind of going off in different directions, and Ackrold's already teleported away.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, I don't know if the others are in earshot of this, but as it started raining with that music, he probably would have been like, "Madam, you have all of my condolences for the loss of your daughter in the Giants fight, but come 2 weeks' time, would you be able to stand with resolve at the potential loss of 2?" He would probably start off with like, pardon my impertinence.
Yeah.
Of course,
The
but
loss of 2?
2 daughters. I originally
Nice.
said
Second-
I initially said, I initially said the loss of your daughter or the loss of a daughter, but at this point would she be able to stand firm with resolve at the loss of 2?
That's why I'm trying to figure out what exactly you're saying. What do you mean by 2?
Isn't
So
Alandra
Renee
Madame
died,
Deja's daughter?
Then Alandra is also her daughter.
Yeah.
Isn't she?
I do not remember anybody saying Alandra was her daughter.
I thought you said my
I
daughter
don't specifically remember it, but I heard it from Guti, so I assumed that somebody had said it and I hadn't noticed.
No,
Yeah.
Alondra.
I
Deja's the one who explained it, but she said they had found her and used her as the first experiment.
Okay.
But that not that she was necessarily her daughter. I do remember having that Deja was the one who explained it. Madame Deja was the one who explained it.
I'm sorry. That was my error of hearing. I thought that you had said that my daughter was very capable. I'm like, oh shit. Is what I was.
There was, so that was actually just
talking about Renee.
for my
Talking
sake.
about Renee.
Okay.
She was talking about Renee, and then she started choking up a little bit because she was dead. So.
Okay. Well,
she was trying to explain why, she had lived for a long time, and she was about to say that's why my daughter is such a capable, like, basically time oracle, but she couldn't quite finish the phrase.
Okay.
That's what it was.
So just so this nat 20 doesn't go to waste.
Well, I was assuming that what you were trying to say is that will you still be able to stand with resolve despite this, basically?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. And with your nat 20, you'll be able to, although she is remarkably, iron-willed and strong and tight-lipped as she speaks, you can tell that her daughter's death has hurt her. So, I have lived for too long to allow this setback to stop the plan. I will be fine. Your condolences are noted and appreciated.
At your leave, then, Your Grace.
Of course, and at yours. Like, she's remarkably good at handling herself, but
yeah,
you can tell still, so. At which point she also teleports away.
I suppose that's our cue as well, then. Astraeus, you ever lived in a castle before?
No.
Well, you're about to. We'll be sure to arrange a room and everything. He just says it so nonchalantly. I get to be a rich boy.
I'm now a rich boy from a rich family.
For your assistance back there and everything you've been through with us today so far, the least we could do is to
arrange accommodations.
Indeed. Thank you. Now
All
then,
right.
I will
roll your teleport check.
Let me see if I.
Well,
I prepped it.
Yeah, he does. He's gotta roll it, but he's very, very familiar with it. So unless he rolls like a 1 to 3.
Well, okay, so technically I didn't prep it today, so I had to spell recall to use it. So let's go ahead and use it now. Oh wait, hang on. No, it was in my knowledge pool thing. You know what? I'm casting teleport. Fuck it. Let's go.
Save the shit.
Fucking Magus. Too much stuff.
You are on target.
Yeah. Worth it though.
Arriving in the throne room.
Yeah.
Master, you've returned.
Yes, Ash. All is well. Is all well
Good.
here? I meant to say is. I meant also say. Can the same be said for here?
Well, you ask those line of people. There's not so much I can. I'm not a ruler. This is not what I do.
That's quite all right.
He's been trying his best to deal with it, but there is a line of things that require your.
Right, I imagine that
just a line going out the fucking throne room of just,
see, I imagine
just nobles and peasants and advisors and whatnot.
I'm gonna say that I imagine that Raggy has some sort of like like councilmen to like handle things in his absence.
Oh yeah, of course.
So,
they're in the line too. They're in the line too.
They're also in the fucking line waiting for you.
At this point, they just want to petition him because they're so pissed off about how long he's been gone.
Well, at this point, so as soon as he sees the line going out the throne room door, with like with like a couple of viziers who are just kind of just be like, "Oh, thank fucking God he's back." And then just like, dear, would you do the pleasure to show Astraeus around? I seem to have a few appointments come up.
He turns to Ragnael. You take care of this. I'll take care of the boy. Come along,
Right.
Astraeus.
And he'll also nod to Sabelius. All right. One line. I want the farmers over here. I want the marketeers over here. I want the merchants over here. I want the caravans in the fourth spot.
A neat single file line in front of the register.
Absolutely no angles other than 45 and 90. So help me God, merchants, if you're at a 36 again,
God.
I still have corrosive consumption prepared.
Oh, Lord.
And
I can hold person again.
God, it's good to be home.
With that, you guys are now back at the castle. How long were you guys expecting to go tonight?
I could go for a bit longer.
Yeah, I'm off work tomorrow. I'm good. I think the only
So
thing
am
I've
I,
got
so-
is
I don't have to be at work until 2 tomorrow.
I have
I'm not doing anything but sleeping.
I have a
tonight.
5e campaign at 11 tomorrow, but that's the only thing I can
Don't
sleep
have
on, so-
anything until Monday.
Nice.
Wink.
Other than
I
the
just
5e
want to double
campaign,
check
no.
because again, I'm now that it's Saturday, I absolutely am fine to just go as long as you guys want because otherwise this makes a good stopping point. So
Honestly,
if you
this
guys
is
are
a pretty
back
good
in
stopping
the-
point.
It is.
We can
It is.
work out the we can work out everything that happens along the 2-week break.
Yeah, we can get our rests. We can do our studies. We can get our prep for what's happening in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
This
can.
is
And
my-
if
this
we
is my
stop
retraining
here,
time.
yeah, Wuten can, Dio can retrain, and we can, like, outside of game, we can talk up. This sounds like it's going to be our big final preparations for the tomb beneath the cathedral. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it might be it might be a good chance to kind of reconcile and talk plan of action. So
Sounds good. I'm good with
something like that.
that. Yeah.
so yeah,
I mean, I
Whew.
guess that's up to y'all. So
this one was a doozy tonight.
It was, yeah. And I think after 4 hours, that's probably a good place to call the stream.
That's a good spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 3.5,
I'll buy some
really.
ice cream.
Yeah, 3.5-ish. All right. Well, for the viewers out there, I hope you've enjoyed the session of Villains of Narr'tor. This is we're gearing up for the final confrontation against the Lich Alondra, and hopefully
Stop
we-
a ritual, if you will.
a Lichual, a Lich bitch, if you will.
Are we in fact stopping the ritual, or are we helping with it?
I don't know, ask a laundromat.
True that.
Old memes. It's good to be back. Anyway, until next time, I hope all of you have enjoyed, and we will see all of you in the next live stream or the next video, whichever one comes first. Probably the next live stream.
Yeah, we got main Mondays.
Yeah, Monday mains.
Yeah.
Monday, man.
Yeah.
Until
Which is
next
also
time-
nearing a conclusion.
Yes, they're all gearing up towards the proper conclusion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
until next time, y'all have a good one, and we'll see all of you in the next video. Bye.
Ciao.
Good evening.